Hello, folks. Hello, folks. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. It looks like we had to be. I don't know what happened with the other one. Quite honestly, it had to end. So there we go. We're gonna end this one. Yep, there we go. That one's ended. So you're gonna start jumping on this one. I don't know what happened there. I really don't know what happened. So, but we're here nonetheless. So let's see. There we go. People are starting to jump back on this one now. I apologize for the issues. Again, I have no clue. Not a clue what happened there. So eh, the people were. I'm not sure what happened. So, but anyway, we're live again to the part two. Let's keep this one. I'm glad. See, I knew something was going to happen, so I knew I had to have a backup. So you can call in now. Let me see. Call in now. People want to come in and have their say. We're going to start another one. Hopefully, this one goes smoothly. I don't know what happened there on that other one, but we're going to be live here. Continue to be live all throughout the day. So smash the like button again. New stream, new show. So hit the like button immediately and join us, please. We'll get mighty win soon. All of the lads will be joining us in a second. It looks like we're there, but yeah, we had some technical issues where people, I guess, I don't know, that were not being able to join. That were not being able to. Uh, yes, it is in the chat, man. Well, and the old one is done. It's done. It's not live anymore, so it's done. Hey, why is it still? Oh, there we go. So now we're here. There we go. So now we ended. Anyways, we're here. We're here. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh fucking hell, Win is there. Tiger's there. Tiger, get us talking, man. What do you think about this whole situation? We spent 200 million now, so Eddie Howe should feel backed, shouldn't he?
Yeah, like we've been saying, like, well, Wynn's been saying for the last three windows, like, oh, Eddie's got his hands tied behind his back. He's not been backed, but look, we've backed him now, so he needs to just crack on with the players we've got. You know, like I get, like I said before earlier in the other stream, like, yeah, we spent the money, but I feel like apart from Walter Maida, like, we haven't spent money wisely. I think we've overspent a lot on players like Ramsey, Alanga. I mean, we spent 55 million on Alanga. We could have got Xavi Simmons for 51 million, you know, or
Mm-hmm.
Kudas for 55 million. And I think this is where, like, fans, not the Eddie out fans or the bedwetters like Win says, but I think these are the type of players that we should be going for. And I think that's what it frustrates me that we don't go for them type of players like a Kudos, Xavi Simmons, um, you know, João Pedro. You can put them in that category. And maybe I think this
But
is
we
where
did
Eddie
go.
Howe needs.
We did go for them though. We just couldn't sign them. They didn't want us. So what are you gonna do
But
about it?
then, no, but I'm just saying. But then this is where, like, Eddie Howe doesn't have the pull. Then does he, Chris?
Well, but yeah, he doesn't. But the solution is not to sack the manager, though, man.
No,
It's
I'm
not.
not saying sack the manager because he can't pull the players. But then this is why you need a director of football.
Yeah.
And this, what's it? With Darren Eales' position. What was he? What was his position? Darren Eales.
CEO,
A
CEO.
CEO. A CEO. We need those type of people in our club that can attract those players. And I think this is where we need to progress now as a club for next season. Like, I don't think there's like, oh, we want Eddie Howe out. Yeah, like Eddie Howe's his is on the line based on results and performance throughout the season. You know, so for me, like, he did well last season. You know, won us the cup, got us Champions League, but for this season, if, like, let's say he finishes 10th or something, like, that's not good enough.
Mm.
And people saying like, "Oh, look where what he's done for us for 4 years." Like, forget that. We need to progress, continue progressing. Look, Mancini won the Premier League with Man City. He got sacked the following season. Did Man City fans protest? No. You just evolve. You just keep
But
going,
but
growing.
the problem is though your solution is to get rid of Eddie. No matter how you want to spin it, you always come back to that. And unfortunately, he hasn't done. Unfortunately for you, he hasn't done anything wrong to be sacked. So why
Right
do we
now,
keep?
he hasn't. But I'm just saying this based off results. So this season, we need to get. If he doesn't get Champions League football minimum, he has to go. For me,
Mm,
I was saying if we don't get to the knockout stages of the Champions League, he has to go
okay,
because
well,
he's failed twice in Europe for me, and we need a manager that can take us
well,
forward.
we will see. We will see if
No,
that
we will see.
happens.
I hope we do get to the knockout stage. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, we lose every match. No, I want us to win.
Mm,
But this is my
gotcha.
ambition and criteria that I want from Eddie Howe now.
Yeah. All right then, Bravo. What do you make
Yeah,
of has Eddie Howe been backed?
I think so. I think they backed him pretty well. They spent almost over 200 million pounds this window, so this is just a PIF complete support for the coach. So I think they completely backed him up.
Yeah, that's a good step. Win, I think even Win has come to that agreement. I think everybody is agreed that he has to show now his hand. You got a MSI Mark Douglas breaking news somewhere, Gary,
Okay.
or is that what is that?
It's on the iPaper, mate. It's a look behind the
Okay, gotcha.
reasons. So I can't see the whole thing because obviously in the
Yeah,
UK
paper.
we can't have papers unless you subscribe.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you can, mate.
Well, I got you. I got you. Now, these are the signings for. Let me give you 1 second here. That Newcastle United have made, and I want to know if people are happy about these signings. What do they think about this current situation? And we talked about it a little bit earlier on. Thank you for the super chat. Somebody came in there. Who is that? Sam A. Thank you, Sam A. For great window. Let's go after it now. I think we're gonna have. Well, we're gonna have to go after it, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I think that it's been a. Well, it's not over yet. Obviously, we'll see what happens. But by all accounts, this is it. And these are the players that we have signed. A 55 million net spend, taking the exits and incomings. Wissa, Mr. Valtemare, Tiao, Ramsey, Ilanga, Ramsdale. I think I like this. Joe Linden, thank you for the super chat. Says, "Where's the duck and them dodgy sources?" Well,
He's doing surgery. I hope he's okay.
well, I hope he's okay. But listen, you surgery or not, that don't mean nothing. You gotta put your head on the chopping block. If he's been so adamant about this whole situation with our lead. Well, our lead is not good right now because his sources were shite. And listen,
Let's not just blame the doc either. It was Dave as well from Dubai.
Dave as well from Qatar. I think Dave as
Qatar,
well,
sorry.
very adamant about that situation. The Saudis are this. The Saudis don't fold. They even converted Bravo here, backing him up, coming to argue against me about it, fighting for them, and the truth came out.
Yeah.
They have no backbone. PIF are a bunch of losers, plain and simple, man. You
No,
gotta
I
call
can't
it for
say
what it
that,
is.
really.
Well,
It's
I'm
just,
saying
there's a
that.
lot of restrictions for our team in terms of PSR spending. You have to think about
But
it
see,
that
here
way.
we go. Now we're talking about PSR. How
Yeah.
come at the time we didn't say we might sell because of PSR? Nobody said that. Nobody said that until now it becomes a PSR thing. You see? So Harpo says, Al Walid knows Al Wanaut. I like that one. I like it. I like that one. I like that one. I like.
That's
Oh
classy.
boy. But I mean, I like the signings that you see on the board. I mean, everybody likes them, right? Or do we? Because I think Boki. You don't like the signings?
I don't mind the players that were brought in. I think they're good players, but no better than what we've got.
But they're better than what was on the bench.
But
No,
you
but
see,
that's not. That's
But
not.
that's not the point.
I wish
We're
he
a
would stop
Champions
saying that.
League team.
I wish he would stop saying that. I
We
swear,
need to
man. 'Cause
improve the team, not the. What you don't get, Win, and I'm going to keep the hammering this into your head is, if we improve the first team players, so we get a better first team player for say Joe Linton, we improve the bench naturally because Joe Linton drops onto the bench. So
But
Joe Linton was then
Joe Linton is probably not the best example right now. But
fine. If
say last season, when everybody would have agreed before he started getting his injuries, he would have had a market value then of 80, 90, 100 million.
Who?
Joe
J7.
Linton.
nah, man. What are you on
What the
about?
fuck you been
Okay, right. Forget Joe. I said
Sorry.
J7's a bad example. So let's go with Denali.
I
How
apologise for the swear word,
Right.
lad.
How much?
Tonali is worth 130 million pounds.
Right. How much
100%
would you
yes.
have to pay to buy a better player
No, but not Tonali.
than Denali?
Not Tonali. You wouldn't. There's no better player than Tonali in the world.
Whenever you do an argument, you flip the point completely. How much would you have to pay to buy a better player than Joe Linton? Is the question.
Oh.
With a job that J7 does for Newcastle.
No. Forget all this job nonsense, man. The player, Joe Linton. How can you replace him with somebody else?
Listen,
Absolutely.
everybody pre-season was saying
What Gary said. He didn't even think about it.
Answer the question.
our midfield was the best.
Oh,
midfield
Howe, man.
and
Yeah, that's right.
J7 in it. So to buy a player
We
who was going to do a better job than J7, you're talking 100 million.
are you mad, man?
You don't have to spend 100 mil when there's like better options out there in Europe. We don't have to spend 100
Like
mil though.
who?
Well, Fermin Lopez is much better than Joe Linton. That's a
But
given.
he's not a C-
I think you can take it a next step. But we all said, who's going to replace Alexander Isak if he goes? You know what I mean? And we've just done it. We've just replaced him. Now, I'm not saying that Voldemar is going to be, the next Isak. I hope he's going to be better because you know what? At the end of the day, Isak had some really poor games for Newcastle.
He did.
Listen, I love Edison.
Thank you, Edison. No,
Chris, Gary, I agree with you 100% there in that we have to buy someone to replace Isak because of the way the situation went. But we didn't have to buy somebody to replace Joe Linton. We needed to buy somebody to replace Joe Linton to improve the team.
Yeah.
And as I say, if you replace Joe Linton in that team, Joe Linton then drops to the bench, and he is then a better bench player than anybody we've got. Win can't get this through his head.
Yeah, and I do see it, but it's
What
like
I'm
I said,
saying is we haven't got the money to do that.
the one concern
just
I
spent
have.
no. So
250
now
mil.
we don't have the money.
We just spent 250 mil
Okay,
with.
man.
And we've
Come
just
on,
had
man.
130 million
Coming
for
into
a
the
player.
defend Bennett. Like we cannot keep using the same excuses over and over and over and not think about what we're saying, man. We do this every
I'm
time.
not even making excuses.
What you are
What
actually.
I'm saying is our starting
Look,
11.
how come you just say, look, I don't think we need to replace. That would be better taken than you saying, we have to pay 100 million for a replacement for Joe Linton and blah blah. All this. Just say you don't want a replacement. Your opinion, you don't want a replacement. Plain and simple.
They cannot play 60 games a season. So we need people on the bench who can come on and do a job without the overall standard.
How come?
That's
Well,
what Oki just
there
said,
you go.
Win.
Hey,
Oki just said that, Win.
Joe Linton could
Irish.
he had to come on off the bench.
Irish. Could-
This is
So why
our-
didn't we? Why didn't we go? It's not even 50. I don't think.
Well, I don't know. Why didn't we? Would they sell him?
I think you just stick where I don't know.
Oh, exactly. I think that's a much better
It's
answer.
a good point. The whole thing, I just want to talk about the whole window. The window is like, it's like a roller coaster. You're going to get this player. Oh, no, we lost him. And the Newcastle fan gets so excited. I see all these videos rambling. Oh, we're going to sign Joao Pedro. Or we're going to sign like whoever, like Sheshko. We're going to sign the other guy. And then we lose on these agents and all these players. Just kind of really hits you so hard as a Newcastle fan. This was so much of a roller coaster window I have not witnessed in my life as a Newcastle fan.
Oh, no doubt.
I gotta admit that honestly. It was just so hard, and obviously to lose Isak in the end is just a heartbreak for me as a Newcastle fan because you can never really replace Isak even if you get the best. Like even if you get Walter Matty, there's no replacement for Isak at this point. He's a huge miss for us.
We had to see.
But you have to move on. You have to sell him. I agree with that. So because it sounds like we have no other option but to sell and move on and get a feedback. I mean, 13. I mean, 1,000. 130 million compared to 150 million. I don't think it's a huge of a miss. I mean, you have to move on and move the player. But the problem, how do you replace him right now? I don't know if Baltimore is ready. He might be some goals. He may start banging goals in, but what if he doesn't? And the fans' expectations will really linger. And
Breaking news: Johan Visa completes medical for Newcastle United.
Medical,
So there we
yep.
go. It is done. It is over. Johan Visa, the new number 9 for Newcastle United, the great star, the greatest player to come out of Congo, is going to play for Emmanuel.
Can I say one thing about this
I
Ramsdale?
do. It's working, Win. It is working at the American Dodgy stick up here, baby. It's Sky News breaking it up. No, I think Emmanuel Adebayor was the greatest center forward ever.
Can I say, Chris? Can I say something about this Ramsdale deal quickly?
Ooh.
Right. So obviously, Man City got Trafford,
He's from Tonga,
and then he's been shit. They quickly realised, shit, let's get Donnarumma in. But my thing is, we should have went for Edison.
Yeah.
Are you telling me Edison wouldn't come to Newcastle? We could have got him, like 15 mil, 20 mil.
I agree with you. There's no denying it.
And this is the deals that Howe should be looking at. Not like Ramsdale, and players like that. Come on, man. We need to improve. But then, you know what? If we got Edison, Pope will still be starting. That's the problem.
I agree. And by the way, Emmanuel Adebayor was from Togo, so never mind. I thought it was greatest players to come out of Congo. Who would it be? Visa, man.
Mbemba.
I don't even know who that is. Anyway, you know why? You know why it says. You know why it changed his logo though? It says what Win is saying would make sense if our budget dictated our purchases, but we have overpaid. But we have overpaid to recruit poorly. Ooh, Lua, come on, man, get out of here. But we have overpaid to recruit poorly. So you know why?
And the reason I believe that we've overpaid predominantly is because of the Isak situation, and every club has known we've got money burning a hole in our pocket and we've got to spend it.
Yeah, but that's not going to change by next window.
It would have changed if Isak had never been on the horizon this summer.
He's been
going out with money like any other club.
What player have we signed? That's our first choice this season, this transfer window.
Sorry, name a player who was our first choice.
Yeah, first choice player we had in that position. Who is it?
I don't think you can name a first choice. I don't think we've been able to get our first choices at all.
Second choice?
Well, we've been working our way down the list.
Third choice?
A or B.
You know, we've been working our way down the list.
Fourth choice, how far down the list do I have to go?
The point is, though,
we've had to go down to sixth choice to get the Valdemar.
No, but I think this is. But here's the thing: the problem is I don't think Valdemar is a sixth choice.
You know,
that's the problem.
No, we all know second choice.
No. Wait, hold on. Well, yeah, that's right. I agree with that. But hold on, Valdemar to me has never been a lesser player than Šeško. He's never been a lesser player than, well, probably you can say Ekitike. Maybe Ekitike shows you more things that you like, that we would like, probably. Or not, to be honest. How many goals did Ekitike score compared to Šeško compared to Valdemar? Let's talk about that.
I would have had both Ekitike and Šeško in front of Valdemar simply because of the age profile.
Chris, you are 100%.
Valdemar is 23. What age profile?
You're 100% correct in what you're saying here.
Why didn't we just say, Valdemar, you're the one? Boom.
Choices.
Because he wasn't.
No, but I think with Valdemar,
do we know
he wasn't our third choice. I think because Bayern were in for him, we never went in for him. As soon as Bayern pulled out, that's it. Valdemar was available.
I agree with that as well.
That's the exact point Chris is making. He should have been one of our first choice striker choices.
Yeah.
Can I throw competing at the time, having just lost Pedro to Chelsea, Bremo to Man United, you know, the list goes on.
Because we went in for Prem proven, and that is the criticism that most fans have. Yeah.
Bayern Munich were in for Valdemar at the time, increasing their bids, and we knew that Valdemar's choice would have been Bayern Munich.
We went in for Voldemort because Rubens and the PFI took over the transfer window, and they went in.
PIF.
Went in for the right decision on a player.
Go-
You can get on about that.
Oh,
all
let Gary go. Let Gary go.
It is a little bit of a curveball, right? Because there's been a lot of questions, and there's been a lot of questions that we as fans, as well as a channel, couldn't answer outright. Again, there's nothing backing what I'm going to say up, right? But why do you guys think we were lowballing all these Premier proven stars?
Why
that
did we?
Went to different clubs. Would you not? Is there a consideration that Voltemada was always the choice, but we had to wait for him to make a decision whether he was going to go to Bayern or not?
Yeah. Well, that could be. That could be.
And
But I'll tell you what.
We were
you're
just
gambling.
giving time. Yeah,
But-
you're absolutely right, Chris. You're gambling with that effect
You're
because
gambling.
it makes you look a bit of a stupid club, doesn't it?
Yeah, and let's look at these stats right quick. Because it's Waldemar and Šeško to me. 23, 22, barely a cigarette paper. Look at the map between the two for the Bundesliga last season, same season. Look at the map for Waldemar on the left, Šeško on the right. Very good. And look at the amount of goals. 12 goals for Waldemar, 13 for Šeško. Not a cigarette paper in between them. More XG for Waldemar. If we're talking about, and we did go in for Šeško, and he chose Man United, he'll have to live with that decision for the rest of his life. But Waldemar ain't a bad choice.
No,
It's not a lesser choice.
Who the
I've
hell
seen of
says
Šeško.
Voldemort a bad choice? I've just been watching, by the way, Keith Downey is saying everything hunky-dory, deal done for...
Yeah, we gave you the breaking news 5 minutes ago on NUFC Talk TV. You didn't need Ski Downey, but cheers, mate.
And you know what? Voltemada did it in a lesser German side as well. Stuttgart are not that great, I would say. They're not like a top... Are they a top 10 team in the Bundesliga?
Stuttgart was playing a final not too long ago.
Oh, yeah, I know they won the cup, but I'm saying he's done it in like a lesser team than one of the top teams.
Which you could, but if you look, you can argue that's a better thing than.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a better thing. I'll say Voltemada's a better player than Šeško.
I mean,
that makes Visser a better player than Isak.
Well,
Weird, honestly, man. What the hell?
you could kind of.
No, but they're two different players, though, aren't they? Wissa and Isak are two different players. You can't really compare them two. We can compare these two. They're similar profile of players.
Yeah. So I'm actually very excited about Waldemar.
So am I.
He needs to start. If he don't start against Wolves,
I knew.
Well,
the point?
he's got
And
to
that
start.
is the point. That is the point. Because what are we talking about here? Both players joined at the same time. Actually, Waldemar a few days before. So you can actually say Waldemar has trained maybe once with the team.
Voldemort has to start.
He has to start.
Against Wolves.
Wolves,
The next
yeah.
week and a half.
For
he
the
needs to
simple
start.
reason that Voldemort is match fit and Wissa isn't, because he hasn't had a game, he hasn't had any proper training.
2 hours ago, you said you see Wissa starting because it's prem proven. You said that, man.
Correct.
Fucking
No,
hell,
but
dude.
this is the problem when, like, even if they're both fit, Voltemada starts.
Nah, man. I mean, this is unbelievable.
This is the problem. He starts. You can't have a 70 mil striker on the bench. Come on, at home.
And we spend a lot of money. We spend a lot. Of money.
Yeah.
I'm saying
And that lad, the lad that the
Don't rule out
Marlon's had
Voltemort.
more game time this season than Wissa. So
Yeah.
you're
well,
going
that's
with
exactly what I've just said.
Let's
By the
hope
way,
they both
but
start.
we-
Let's hope they both start. Hey,
We have some breaking news for the Premier League. Hold on.
Voldemort
Breaking news.
have a Germany game under his belt as well.
He has Germany. That carries pressure. He is the number 9 for Germany. And
He's
that
the main striker now.
I know some of you don't care about international football, but Germany, putting the German shirt on, carries a lot of weight. A lot of weight. He has to perform. And with all due respect, Wissa plays for the mighty and powerful Republic of Congo. That so it weighs a little bit. But
Tell that to the Congolese.
by the way, is Asula gone?
Osula looks like he's not confirmed yet, though.
Confirmed.
The problem is he was set to speak for for the Danish media ahead of the match that they're going with. But I wonder how that's going to work, because if he's traveled to Denmark and in order to make the deal go through, he has to pass a medical in Germany for Frankfurt, right? The medical is key, or can the club waive that?
He can probably do his medical in Denmark then, Chris.
But
They can do the medical in a different country.
Oh, you can do that as well. That's right. That's right. That as well. That could be. Yeah, that's true. By the way, İlkay Gundogan going to forgot it's Galatasaray or Fenerbahce, one of the two. He's going to Turkey though. I had the breaking news here, but I couldn't get the word out. But İlkay Gundogan leaving Man City. That's a breaking news because nobody had that. That's breaking news right there. So there you go. Wolves signing striker Rokodare from Genk.
I reckon we go for Strand Larsen in January.
Rokodare, not I reckon. You what? Sorry, go on.
I'm saying in January, I think we go for Strand Larsen.
For what? I think we do need a striker.
Because if Fasulo's gone and Wish has gone to the African Cup of Nations, we've only got one striker, right?
And that's what I've been saying. But Win says it doesn't matter because it's just those two few.
But then who's going to be our third? Is that Park Soo-sung going to be our third choice now? He has to be, right?
But he's not even a striker, I don't think.
No. I don't know.
And unfortunately, he's not even.
Gordon's he can't play up front, so basically, if we don't get a new striker in January, we've got one striker for that month.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I will say though that the international break is kind of because I would like to see these guys play, but we'll have to wait another week and a half. That's just a minor setback that I mean I like international football though. We're going to be doing England on RCN football, England versus Andorra, and then come on, man, you're English twats. Come on.
I don't really care about international football. Chris,
unless
it's the Euros or World Cup, I don't like watching
you're a plastic fan. That's why, man.
What?
You're a plastic English. You're a plastic
English.
England
are so boring to watch during international games.
Tiger, me and you both.
Now, Boki, you're gonna be on for the England match reaction on the World Cup, and that's coming up soon. So now you're gonna have to do your homework. So England and Andorra isn't
shit as I normally do, but there's no chance I'm learning on international football.
England, Andorra. And then England, somebody. Oh, Czech. I think we're gonna play. I said you guys are gonna play.
It was the same friendlies though every season, isn't it? Though Andorra or Czech, or so it's boring. Where's Brazil or France or Germany?
The World Cup, man.
Why don't the big teams play each other in qualifiers so that the World Cup is interesting?
Exactly,
and it becomes really a proper qualifier because everybody plays against each other. Really, yeah, that could be
100%.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know where Wynn's going, but Wynn's been taking phone calls all day, man. Trying to act interesting. He's trying to act like he's busy, like people want to call him and stuff. I mean, come on, man. He's trying to avoid the big question, though.
It's the new DOF, mate, at Newcastle. That's what he's doing.
That's why. Well, no wonder, man. No wonder we're knackered.
35% off in Chinatown tonight, lads.
Oh man, he's trying to get that seat in. He's trying to get that seat in. He's having issues with his season ticket. He's got a season ticket.
Can I ask you guys a question? Like, do you think Wissa should get the number 9 shirt?
Well, he's going to. There's no think.
I don't think he should get it.
I don't think he should get it, but he's going to.
Yeah, I think that's
probably somebody with a Chris.
Should give him the 14 shirt.
I think it should have been Voldemort. You're gonna tell me that Voldemort denied the shirt? I don't know about that, man. I mean, he obviously chose 27.
Said he wanted 27.
No, he didn't say that. He said he didn't say that. He said when he was asked what 27 means is because of his mother's birth. That doesn't mean that he declined it. He might have not been offered. So.
I think that's why Whistle came, because we offered him the 9 shirt. That was the deal breaker.
Does that mean he's going to play then?
I think it's number 27 Wynn's order in Chinatown tonight.
Wynn, you get your order in, man? What you eating, man?
My world famous homemade cheese and onion pasty.
That's a frozen stuff you put in. You know, if for people that don't know, Win cooks one time a month, one day in the month, and then he freezes all his food for the month and puts it in the freezer, man. The same plate, ration imported, frozen pasta, frozen everything. Oh, wait, man. Shame on you, man. Shame on you.
Can I ask Win a question? Because it was regarding the whole Eddie Howe, if he was to leave. Win, let me ask you a question. Can you see like a life without Eddie Howe as the manager of Newcastle?
Alive.
Second.
Do you, can you see a
No.
world where like we can be better than Eddie Howe?
Ooh.
Not right now.
Like next season, if
Can
he
you
was to
remember the
leave
last?
and we got,
Can you remember the last time something like this happened? When we
well,
had
that
Bobby
was like
Robson.
25 years
Bobby
ago.
Robson finished third, was deemed not good enough, so we sacked him. What happened then?
Yeah, it went to shit afterwards.
Yeah, but that-
Exactly.
but-
I've only
no,
seen
no, no.
shit in the last
Exactly.
4 years. I've seen good, but I'm
Well,
just saying, like,
what kind of comparison is that? That's on the.
but what I'm trying to say, Win, is like the issue is like everyone just thinks like, oh, I'm not saying Eddie Howe has been bad, right? He's done good, got his Champions League, the cup, he's been great, but it's like Eddie Howe's God. There's nothing. There can be no one else than Eddie Howe. That's the problem. That I think some.
Right now, as far as I'm concerned, Eddie Howe is God.
But
Eddie Howe's gone.
You
God.
used Bobby Robson as a comparison. You weren't a massive Bobby Robson fan.
I wanted Robson
No.
out when he went out.
He was the Tiger Studios back in the day. He was the Tiger
It
Studios.
was me.
He was right.
It was me back in the days.
He was Robson out.
How do you argue with him? You argue
Because
with
I
both
was
sides of the
wrong.
bloody coin.
Because I've got experience now, and I know I was wrong.
He was Robson out at the time, man. Hey,
He absolutely was.
hey,
Yeah.
look, this is.
I just think like it's not the end of the world if
I
he was
thought
to
Robson
leave.
had taken us as far as he could take us, and look where it got us.
This is from Newcastle United. NUFC have sold an exploding groin for 130 and erased PSR for the next 3 years. And they got the Cristiano Ronaldo crying.
That's
there,
it.
celebrate.
Ronaldo.
There you go, man. We should have signed Ronaldo. I'll tell you, he'll crawl to Newcastle.
We should have, Chris. We should have.
That's
The shirt
that's-
sales would have been crazy.
Oh, the PSR erased, man. PSR
man.
erased, man. I'm
Our
telling you.
Newcastle social media would have been like 20 million followers.
You know what's crazy though? It's a great marketing move that we eventually are going to have to make. Like for example, if Tony Cruz, I don't know if he would have said what he said if he wasn't retired, but if Tony Cruz would have said that, even at the end of his career, that's an inclination to sign him, because you need players like that to help you build your brand. I mean, obviously Cristiano Ronaldo.
With
It
all
would
due
just
respect, Tony Cruz is no Ronaldo.
no, but Tony Cruz is one of the greatest players to ever play for Germany, and one of the
Better than Joe
greatest.
Linton.
I disagree with that as well.
And one of the greatest players in this modern era. So if you disagree with that, that just means how little you know about actual football. So Tony Cruz, one of the greatest of all time. If he said that, he comes in, a Real Madrid legend. He comes in, he sells the shirts. Now he's nowhere near Cristiano, obviously. Cristiano would, I mean, I guarantee he would erase PSR problems, literally. But again, my point is,
Tony Cruz wouldn't figure in the top 50 greatest Real Madrid players ever.
What's in that
Really?
pie?
What?
yeah. Anyway,
Serious with that? Come on.
Real Madrid fans think otherwise. How about that? We'll take their word for you instead of yours. So there you go.
Lads, can I just pick up on the chat about the Doc? Doc
Yeah.
Omar is a little operation today, so I think people call him out in the chat for not being here.
Oh yeah, no, he can't be here. He can't be here because
can't be here, 'cause he-
no, that's one thing he
Yeah.
can't do. I'm
If
not.
you want to call out David, go for it, because he
Yeah,
could be
because
here.
David seems to be available. He's scared though.
Yeah, but the Doc has had a little operation, so
So, but you guys, so okay then.
A little
So
bit.
let's talk about that, shall we? How about the has PIF taken a hit, whether they handle it right or they didn't, whatever you want. Maybe they had no choice but to sell them. That's fine. But still, have they taken a hit to their pride and to how PIF is perceived in England now? And maybe that's part of the plan as well. That, we're not this regime that are going to, that we kind of want to sports wash and all that BS. So maybe, I'm just saying, I don't know. But have they taken that? Because now people thought, well, PIF will never bend the arm for anybody. They'll do what they want. They say no. No means no. All of that nonsense. But in reality, it came to be all false. They'll just fold like anybody else.
Nah, Chris, I don't think so. Nah, like 125, it's still a good money for Isak. Yeah, we wanted 150, but I don't think PIF got bullied into it. And plus, we had to get rid of him. We couldn't keep him on the books.
I think we got bullied into it, though. Darren Mills, thank you for the super chat, mate. Just home from work. Ben Radio Silence. Bring me up to date, guys, on transfers. Well, I mean, we sold Isak. We signed Wissa. That is it for Newcastle United.
One thing I would say.
Osula might be going. Osula, to Frankfurt. That's pretty much done deal, though.
Chris, the one thing I would say, yeah, is if PIF wanted Isak to stay, Yasser Romain should have came in like last month, not like the last week, to speak to him. You know what I mean? So obviously, like, yeah, he wanted to keep him. He said no, we had to sell him. That was it. That's what we had to do. There was no way Liverpool were going to pay 150. That was just a pipe dream, innit?
So again, we're doing things because it's in Liverpool's convenience. So yeah, we got bullied basically.
But then
right?
This is where I blame Howe, because he should have just got rid of him.
Oh, blame Howe.
This is where I blame Howe. He should have got rid of him like last month. July.
In the building, Dr. Singh, our Keith Downey, our Roman reporter, has been around St. James's Park.
I have.
Wouldn't find a ghost to have an interview.
The pasty that you didn't collect.
Oh, sorry, mate. I've had a busy few days.
Hey, but that was a conscious decision, by the way. You just didn't get the point. He wasn't gonna eat that nonsense. But Ambridge, what do you make, man, of the whole situation? Isak gone, and we got some signings though against your opinion earlier on. You said we weren't going to sign nobody.
Well, we've left it close. We played the game quite well. I think Eddie Howe was saying that Isak's not for sale, so on and so forth, indicating that he wanted him back in the team. Isak then suddenly gets sold, and then we get Wissa in. Now think about Wissa's price; it's overpriced. Let's be honest. He's a 28-year-old. We've given him a 4-year contract, taking him through till he's 31. These are the age where you start to pick up injuries, so he's got to take care of him. But he's a proven goal scorer in the Premier League, and that's what we need. Currently, we haven't got anyone to finish in the back and put the ball in the back of the net. So with the Wissa thing going through, not happy about how much we paid for him, but it's desperation and needs must. And then you've got the Alexander Isak scenario where he's now leaving to go to Liverpool and getting his way. A certain part of me is a bit disappointed in the fact that he's actually getting his way and he's bullied his way through to get into Liverpool. I've been thinking about it. It's a bit sad because he could have been the next poster boy for the club forever. He could have been our legend forever, and that's gone, and it's very sour. And there's a lot of people saying nasty things online about Alexander Isak, and you can understand the frustration, can't you?
The way he's done it, Amrit.
He's done it. Matty Gorman, thank you for the super chat. Says Michael Edwards always gets his man. There you go. Hey, listen, there's nothing we can say about it. There's nothing we can say about it other than, yes, bow down. That's why I congratulated Liverpool and Isak for their dirty antics and dirty tactics and dirty game plan. It worked. You bullied Newcastle United, no doubt about it. You bullied Newcastle United. Any more things? In my opinion, by the way, I'm not speaking for anybody else. So Mercury Dime celebrating 9 months of membership. Thank you. Amber looking slick like a Hunster S. Thompson. I don't know who that is.
Who's that? Well, thank you.
No, you might want to Google it. Don't say thank you yet until you Google it, man. You gotta find out what it looks like.
Mercury Dime, 9 months of membership. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it for becoming a member. You gotta sort your mic out though, Amber. It looks like you're far away, mate. So you might want to sort that out. But the paper, I think that Mark Douglas, that Gary was sharing something about inside PIF's thinking of Isak and their future plans for Newcastle. He says there is cause for optimism on Tyneside despite a bruising summer. So first of all, let's start with that. Why would somebody, a reporter of the Northern Football Correspondent, say a bruising summer, mighty win? Everything we have the best squad that has ever graced Newcastle upon Tyne. So why would it be a bruising summer?
You're seriously asking that question?
Yeah, I am. You said we have the best squad ever. So why, it's with the signings. So why do we have a bruising summer?
What have we been going through?
Never mind. Finish chewing your mouth. Finish chewing your food, man. I will wait. And by the way, did you have to take your teeth out for that one?
I cannot even believe the question you're asking. So you don't think it's been a bruising summer with all the Isak nonsense that's been going on? You're out your mind, man.
Yeah, well, I do agree. Yeah.
Right, so what's the question? Of course it's been a bruising summer, out of which we have come.
Drink water, man. Relax. It's not that serious. Fucking hell. Drink water, man. Drink water. Because I saw your food was about to come out your mouth, man.
I can see what he's chewing.
We've had a so what? We've had a bruising summer, and by the way, I hate people eating on screen. But that's by the by. We've been on the go for how long now? And 5.5 hours, and I've had no to eat. So look, it's been a bruising summer. But the bottom line is, we've come out with a far better squad than we went in with.
So it's not a bruising summer. We came out with the best squad.
It's been a bruising summer, you useless. Are you stupid or what? Proves that we're wangers. We are knackered.
Squad 100%. Team definitely not.
Has it been a bruising summer, Bogey?
Yes.
Right, there you go.
It has. It has.
Wait, what?
What a
How do you put it in?
stupid
Comment.
comment.
We haven't got a better team. We can put out on the pitch.
We've got a squad more capable than we've ever had.
Good team.
And the team is perfect.
Back in the room win. Team.
There's nothing the matter with the team.
There's nothing the matter with that team.
Nothing the matter with that team.
You lose your striker, your proven striker.
And we've replaced him with another proven striker.
So Isak is replaced.
So Isak
replaced.
So it's not a bruising summer then.
Well, it is a bruising summer for the way things have panned out.
How can you argue? You're arguing bullshit.
Just an update, guys. According to some reports, the move for Asula is a loan with an option to buy. So it's a £5 million loan, and then it's a 20 million option to buy post that.
Prove that we're wangers.
Is there option or obligation? Do they have to pay, or they can send them back?
Option.
Oh, so they can send them back off these performance crap.
When he doesn't perform. Yeah.
We'll get him back in January when we need the third striker.
Gary, I know there's probably no way of telling this, but is there any recall aim on his loan?
Not from the information that I've got at the minute, because that'll be contractual.
Don't worry, Boogie. They'll send them back anyway.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
RSL says team is perfect. 2 points from 9. There you go. But there's nothing.
The 2 points from 9 came without a striker.
Oh man. Hey, I'll tell you one thing though. It takes skill to eat something without teeth in. That takes a lot of skills, man.
Win whose fault's the point for that we haven't got a striker?
Isak.
Oh! Hey, eat your food.
If we look at it, right, is the thinking of Eddie Howe now? We've seen him obviously dapple with the idea of Anthony Gordon up top, right? And now we've got Jacob Ramsey who can play left-hand side. We've got Harvey Barnes. Obviously, there was some chat about him potentially going, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So do you think now that our window is finished? Because according to the I report that you've just started there, obviously we'll get into more detail of that. But do you think that Gordon will remain our third striker?
Ooh.
When we need it, yeah.
Or a
Well,
lot.
it wouldn't be, I guess, if it has to be the third. I guess it wouldn't be a bad thing, or
I don't
not a
think
bad thing.
that wasn't a thing.
I'd rather play Harvey Barnes there.
That wasn't a thing that wasn't there last season, or was it? So I mean, I don't.
Yeah, but Callum Wilson wasn't even available, man.
Callum Wilson was crap last year, wasn't he? So,
Exactly. So,
So I know worse off than we were last season.
You're right.
did we miss any super chats by any chance?
when you just keep eating
I
weight,
can't put them up. I don't know why. I just can't. I've tried to, but I can't put them up.
Oh, hang
that's
on.
weird.
I've got a... Yeah, there's an Irish assassin there that hadn't come
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I saw it come up, but I didn't.
Yeah. There we go. Irish. Thank you very much. Off his head, win in jail. Oh, there we go. Off his head, win in jail. Exactly.
You'll get no human jukebox if I'm in jail.
We're gonna work. We're gonna work on that immediately, buddy. No worries.
Johan Wisser completes Newcastle Medical successfully.
Yeah.
We mentioned that it's come from Sky.
I've got a question for the panel. So, who do you hate more, Michael Owen or Isak?
Oh, we've already done that one.
Oh,
We already did that.
Oh, what
We
did you
already
guys say?
did that.
Man.
I wasn't there. Win. What did you
Yeah.
say?
Well,
Isak would hands down, man.
Isak.
That was
Isak more than Owen.
more than Owen.
yeah,
It's landslide, mate. 70-odd%.
Really?
Yeah. That was
Well,
the chat as well. That wasn't the
Owen,
chat.
I hate Owen more than.
but he
Isak.
wasn't bothered to train and stuff
I
like that.
can't, I can't stand that.
But he
twat.
was still training. The problem with Owen was that people thought he wasn't bothered at all, but he was still.
He got injured.
But he
Yeah,
was
no.
but he still wasn't. He wasn't bothered about Newcastle, man. But
I hate Owen to bits, but Isak's been a lot more disrespectful.
Yeah.
oh, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
And that's the issue right there. So boom, lock the key away. Mighty win in jail. It took long enough though. It took long enough. So there you go. If you want him out, you can super chat. And we got a long way to go though. We got a long way to go on this transfer deadline show. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Get it going, lads. A lot ahead of us. So on this article here says, in a matter of weeks, Newcastle will finally announce their new chief executive. It looks like it's going to be
In a matter of weeks.
Yeah. A matter of
David
weeks.
David Hopkinson, a former Real Madrid executive, and Saudi and PIF to take over from Darren. Anointed by so he's going to be the CEO, not DOF. CEO. And he's probably they're probably going to let him appoint a DOF, so he can I guess have a decision as far as that matter is concerned.
That would be his first decision, I would imagine.
Well, by all accounts, if you read between the lines, that Ross Wilson at Nottingham Forest has been earmarked for the position, but he wasn't allowed to leave Forest until the transfer window was shut.
But Gary, the DOF should have nothing at all to do with Eddie Howe.
Absolutely.
The DOF needs to come in as a complete separate entity and be able to
Can't
say,
be no friendship at that level.
yeah,
Man.
I'm your boss. You listen to me.
But I think there's ways. There's obviously ways to being a boss, isn't it? And I think that is the problem where we've been before.
100%. But I think it is like Chris's will win, whereas Chris has to sometimes step in and say, yeah, little man, I'm your boss. I'm going to tell you what you've got to do. But, he lets him go sometimes and lets him have his little chat.
I'm here voluntarily. I ain't got no boss.
Yeah,
Chris is your boss, Win.
Yeah. Dempsey says, look, Wynn's having I thought it was football related. Wynn's having a soggy bread and soup.
He
wasn't having no soup. You were having no soup, man. You were having
having a cheese and onion pasty, home baked yesterday.
Whatever.
It was meant to be
Mercury
for
time,
me.
release Win immediately. Thank you.
Oh,
Free
man.
Can't put it up. I don't know why I can't put it up.
I don't know why. Maybe you joined via link. Did you join via link?
Yeah.
Well, if you
'Cause I
joined via
hadn't got
link,
no I hadn't got anything else to come on.
yeah.
Oh, have
there
you
is.
got it in hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, well, of
the,
course.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you might wanna
I'm
join
all
that
right. I'm all right. You guys can manage without me.
Release Win immediately. There you go. Thank you, Mercury Dime. Party pooper. There you go. Freeing that man. Anyway, well, we got Dangerous Man out. That's for certain. On the streets.
On the loose again to keep these on their toes and in check and stop all this nonsense that's being spouted.
Yeah, I mean, Gavin's just said that about Boniface just signed for Werder Bremen. I mean, that was one that potentially could have been through the door as that third striker, if you like. But with dodgy knees, you know,
Exactly.
that's what I said.
He's medical.
Failed his medical once. You do have to question, you know, how fit this lad is and whether he can last a season in the Premier League. Because, like I say, it is harsh.
Well, Gary, Demba Ba had dodgy knees and we still signed him, innit?
Yeah.
He did well.
You know what I
Listen,
mean?
he did okay in the end. But what I'm saying is, it's a massive
Yeah.
gamble. You know,
No,
when
it is.
a player, I mean, we look. Who was the defender at Villa? I can't think of his bloody name now. Who never trained. He only literally was allowed to play because what was
That
his
was
name?
Tottenham. That was
McGrath.
Tottenham.
No.
Paul McGrath.
Paul
Leslie
McGrath.
King.
Paul
Leslie
No,
King
Paul
as well.
McGrath.
Ledley
Yeah,
King,
Paul-
Ledley
Leslie
King,
King
yeah.
did that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
towards the end of the Tottenham career. Yeah, I mean, Paul McGrath was notorious for his knees and wasn't allowed to train at all to try and keep him fit for the matches. I mean, that's how bad it was. And like I said, I mean, and the other thing about like the likes of Boniface, who's, you know, we know he's got the ability. Who's going to come to Newcastle United now and be a third choice striker? You're limited regarding your options straight away, aren't you? So that's why it makes me think about having seen Anthony Gordon playing that role. I mean, people will judge him for what he's done, and he hasn't done a great deal, if I'm honest with you. Is he the third striker? And I think he will be.
But by the way, saying the Boniface was a no go from the start because he'll also be in AFCON the same time that Wissa is.
Well, that wouldn't be any good. Yeah, that's right.
So that would be a weird choice.
Do any of you want us to keep Osula?
No.
No.
No.
Dead
I
set
mean-
with you.
But
Is there not
listen,
some potential there?
let's go onto the
Is my
positive
mic
side of
better,
that.
by the
though.
way?
If you think
my mic
Frankfurt
okay now?
aren't Frankfurt, yeah, it sounds good, mate.
Yeah.
Frankfurt aren't no slouches, right? They've obviously seen something in him, but again, it's the get out clause, right? The get out clause is option to buy. If they were dead certs that this guy was going to be the future, then there would have been a buy. You know, it would have been not an option. It would have been you are buying.
Compulsory.
Yeah, absolutely.
buy. Yeah.
So I think for both sides there, again, what you've got to think of, it's good for Newcastle because he's still our player. And if he does go out there and perform, then he's getting the experience, right? He's going to get the confidence to go with it. And hopefully he comes back in 12 months' time a better player. So for me, there's a win on the end of it. The only thing that is detrimental to that is if he goes over there and doesn't perform and gets sat on the bench, how far down the pecking order does that take him?
And bear in mind, Frankfurt finished third last season, so they know what they're doing. And they've got 2 out of 2 so far this season, sitting second, so on goal difference.
Who's the manager?
At Frankfurt?
Frankfurt, yeah.
That's a good question. Who sent that one in? Let's have a look.
Do you think they'll play him as a striker as well? Is the other question, or do you think they'll play him right wing?
Dino Toppelmoller.
Didn't they sign a striker though? Once they sold Walter Maid, didn't they sign one? I don't think he's their main striker.
Do you know?
They've already got one in, haven't they?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They've already got a striker there. I mean, he's been playing. I mean, to be fair, he's not been prolific because they've lost. Is it the last 3 matches? They've lost. So I mean, again, you look at the squad for all its purpose, and you think to yourself, are they going to be in a situation now they've lost their main striker? Are they going to struggle this season? It's hard to replace these guys, I'll tell you now.
Sorry,
it
Leipzig,
really is hard.
Stuttgart. I'm talking about Stuttgart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Another downside, if he bangs in 15 goals and then he goes off for like 20 mil, then we're going to be like, shit, we should have kept him. Could have sold him for more.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you know, it's a gamble, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's an option. So Newcastle can say no. Because that's
Okay.
part of the contract now, isn't it? When they put the option clause there, if Newcastle see a production of this lad going forward and banging the goals in, they can say, you know what, thank you for the experience that you've given him, but now he's our player unless you're going to give such and such.
Lovely. Thank you, Harry P, for the £20. Win. You twat. There you go. Fuck
One of
you.
you.
Hell, man.
One of you.
Are you kidding, dude? Harry P, thank you, buddy. It says for the £20. We've done the minimum to make the window a success. Squad is better, but first team is not. I'm worried our competitors have improved and will pull away from us. Sven Rogers and Joe are constant injury. Sven Botman.
Roger, who's Rogers?
I'm thinking Sven
I think
Botman.
he means Ramsey.
I think he means Ramsey as well.
Yeah, Sven, Ramsey, and Joe are constant injury concerns. That's the thing. That's why I think we could have used another midfielder, quite honestly. But thank you, Harry P, for that. Appreciate you, mate. I think that
we are 100% on that one.
I agree exactly 100% on the whole comment right there, except for Rogers for Ramsey. But I agree 100%. But then again, you get the question: and did we really need to improve the first 11? I guess if you look at Liverpool, they have clearly improved their first 11. But we're not there to compete for the title right now at the moment. Second spot. Did Arsenal become much better? They got Eze, they got Gyökeres for the starting 11. Zubimendi.
He's a good player, Chris.
Yeah, but he's just about the same as a Ramsey, man. Come on.
What?
Let's not get carried away, man. Let's not get carried away now. And Gyökeres, we'll have to see. He looks like he's playing with concrete shoes. So
they just signed that centre back as well from Leverkusen.
They just signed Hincapié, Ecuadorian.
Yeah. He's a good player.
But then again, he's not going to start over Saliba or Gabriel. So I don't think Arsenal have made much of an improvement. Chelsea, you can say that he made an improvement on, but then again, Chelsea always makes improvements. But it's about they never.
Chelsea have spent whatever half a bill.
Yeah,
Chelsea look good though.
Chelsea
they look good.
Yeah.
They got some decent signings. Joe Pedro's decent. Delap decent. So I don't know if one of them was injured. Delap was he injured?
Delap's for the bench.
Delap's got a hamstring injury over the weekend. Yeah,
exactly. And then who else do you think got the Manchester United rubbish? I thought that on paper they really look scary. Did they sign a new goalkeeper? Because if they kept Onana, that would have been lovely. But
they signed that.
They have signed that lad from France, haven't they? Is it France?
Yeah, I think they made a new
Belgium,
signing.
isn't it?
Belgium. Yeah, Belgium. Antwerp. Yeah, you're right.
Lemmy Simmons or something, or Lemmy Simmons.
Yeah, I had one of them, Lemsips.
That's it. We call him Lemsip.
I don't think Man United have that. I do don't like how Spurs have made a couple improvements there for the starting 11, like Xavi Simons and Kolomoani. I think that's
kudos.
Kudos as well, but I'm not too much of a kudos guy. I'm not too much. Palinha, yeah, he could have been great.
Got some good players, Chris.
But Kolomoani to me they have done well there at the end with Kolomoani alone.
I would have took a punt on Gundogan, just to come in. You know what I mean? He's gone to Galatasaray. I mean, Like I said, when you talk about Premier proven, you've seen what talent this lad is. We talk about getting goals from midfield. He finds that pocket of space. Somebody got the brain and the culture of football to find the pocket of space with a decent shot behind him. These are the punts that I would have gone for and said to yourself, you know what? I'll give you an 18-month contract to prove yourself. Yeah, he's an old boy, but you can bring him in and out of games. You know what I mean? You can start him in some games, give him a rest on other games. It's all when players get to that age, it's about management and not pushing them. And again, the biggest thing I see with Newcastle at the minute is we haven't got the Chelsea squad where you've got multiple choices. And even if you look at Marasca now, he seems adamant to choose the same players, regardless of how many he's got behind him, because sometimes bringing players in and out the squad can unhinge the quality of the squad going forward. But somebody with the quality of Gundogan, I think, would have been an ideal solution for Newcastle.
Gary, would you have taken Modric on a free?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would have.
Only because, again, you know,
Experience.
we talk about age and everything else, but when you ask a player to do a job for you, a role, who can be the kingpin between the forward line and the defence, and you look at, you know, the quality over the top for the likes of Elanga to go and exploit the space in behind, you need players of that ability that can knock that ball round. Unfortunately, I don't think Newcastle, and I don't want to sound disrespectful, but I'll say that, there's very few players on the Newcastle pitch that are able to see that out rather than deliver the out.
Ahmed, can I ask you a quick question? Do you think we've improved the team this season?
Thank you, Harry.
Well, look, I mean, if you talk about it in if you look at it from a broad perspective, we've signed a centre back in Malik Thiaw. We've signed Ramsey, who I think is a good prospect. I don't know why we were taking the mickey out of him before, Chris. I think he might come good. Ramsey?
I never said Ramsey's good, man.
You said, "Oh, he's just a Ramsey. He's just another Ramsey." But I will take another Ramsey. I think he's one of our. He's a very good backup midfield player for us.
I like Ramsey. I never said anything, man.
I think that's a really.
Don't be checking me, Henry. Don't be checking me, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
I see you on the streets of Newcastle, man.
So Ramsey's good. I like the way we've got two fresh strikers in. Strikers that want to play for us, Boki, right? Look. For example, you know, Wolfie. For example, he wants to get out there and he wants to be part of the team.
Hey.
He wants to win with the team. I think it's been a very successful transfer window. I think it's been I think we have strengthened. I really do, and you know, I don't think we've seen the best of Elanga.
No, I like Elanga.
I like Elanga, and yeah, I think. In what area, Boki, do you not think that we're stronger than we were?
We're stronger though, Boki. Come on, stop saying that we're not, man.
Any?
Nah, man.
Nah, Boki, we are strong.
We are stronger now.
Let's
You keep on going about the starting 11.
I did that for the reaction, but in regards to goalkeepers, is Ramsdale massive improvement on Pope?
I think Ramsdale's better than Pope.
I think he is.
I think he'll be taking Pope's position
But
eventually.
you know, that's not the problem. The question is, when is Eddie gonna put him in?
100%. Is Chow a massive improvement on Shaw?
I think so.
Yeah, of course.
So why is Chow not playing him?
This is the problem.
Well, but that is the problem. That is the problem that we're getting.
He's got to get into the game.
Hang on, I'm going to get to my point. Yeah, is Ramsey a massive improvement on Joe Linton?
Well,
Depends on what you're looking at.
Depends on what you're looking at.
Depends on the type of game.
Right?
Defensive, no.
Is Elanga a massive improvement on Jacob Murphy?
I think it's
100%.
So why the hell isn't that Eddie Howe playing the lot of them?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Well, because we have to win.
Time we'll see.
Because
if you have a better player than the one that's in place, you play them.
Yes.
What I agree.
That's my point, yes.
Now that we get into the agreement, but that is a different question though. JJ, hold on, JJ.
Win just wants burn the play every single game. That's the problem.
Exactly. JJ has a comment here. Your bully Win about his age, and now one Modric, who is ancient in football in terms. But we play Win. He's old as dirt, but we still put him in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? We still play him. So there you go. Come on. Anyway.
And Bogey still is asking the wrong question. The question
Well, I agree with that, but you're not about to ask the right question.
Is Ramsdale better than Dubravka? Is Ramsey better than Longstaff?
No, that's wrong.
Ramsey is better than Longstaff.
Questions I asked.
Is Joe better than Lascelles?
No, that's not. That's
yes.
Lascelles still in the team.
Better than Isak and Wilson.
How's better than Shaw, Win?
The other questions.
No. I asked different questions. Again, you flipped the coin on the question that I asked.
Because the question you ask is irrelevant.
You'd never answer the question that people ask
but Win.
You flip the coin.
Win.
Ask me questions and I'll answer them.
Here's the thing, Win. Ramsey
you don't
is.
need to answer them because we know the answer.
Win. Of course, Chow is better than Lascelles, but he's also better than Shaw.
Yes.
So if that's the case, then he needs to jump into the proper place and see how he performs. Maybe he's not.
Well, that's not exactly.
But the problem is that now we're going to have to wait until after Christmas for players to start coming in.
Gary said when he
Can
was
somebody put James Cuff's point on? Because this is like obviously it's just
where's
1
James
minute ago.
Cuff at?
James
okay,
Cuff.
okay. It takes.
Yeah. So here we go. Right. So this is my argument when I keep saying about players not coming into the side. It's about Eddie Howe as a people say loyalty. I think Eddie doesn't like to gamble. My counter argument to that is, why do we ever see players coming to other teams literally from the start? If they're good enough, they play.
That's my point. Right now, we don't have a striker, just like Liverpool, for some tragic and other reasons, didn't have a striker. They didn't have a striker. We don't have a striker. They bought the striker, and he played immediately. We buy a striker. Why do we have to always go about, pre-improving, time, let them acclimate themselves, let them get used to the Northeast, let them get used to Greg Sausage rolls and all of that BS? Why can't they just come in and play?
Well, hang on. They've only just come in. We haven't had a match since they came in.
No, but you already pulling up your umbrella says that Wissa needs to play because he's pre-improving. Same as the other Gary, the ultra happy clapper.
Yeah, except that he isn't match fit.
Who isn't match fit?
Wissa.
No.
Yeah.
He's never played in any Brentford pre-seasons. He's never played in any of the games.
But so you're agreeing with me all of a sudden?
Which case, Voldemort starts.
But win. I guarantee Isak starts for Liverpool the first game back.
Oh no.
He hasn't had a pre-season or anything.
Let's
You know what I mean? And this is the problem some fans have with Howard. Like, just play them from the start. You know what I mean? Just play them.
Well, there you go. I mean, because some other teams do it, and why can't we?
Your career's not on the line with the results that decision is.
Career on the line, man. If he thought about his career was on the line, he wouldn't have changed the tactics like he did with Leeds. What are you talking about, man?
I think there's an argument 2 and 4, isn't it? You know, you can be totally against the system, or you can be totally for the system. But I think, like I said, we all know Eddie Howe likes and judges a player to come into the squad. We saw it with Tonali, we saw it with Bruno. He likes to gently mould them into the tactical situation. And it works both ways for the player performing as well. We saw it, and again, you know, we questioned the 15 minutes that we saw of Malik Chow. I wasn't enthralled by what I saw. That's not Malik Chow's fault. It's not Eddie Howe's fault. It's the situation that he was thrown into. And sometimes, like I say, you either die by the sword or you live by the sword. Some players thrive from that situation, and they develop really quick, and they go forward to become absolutely outstanding players. A lot of players have a negative effect on that. It can make it worse for them to be integrated into the tactic. So it depends on the individual at the time. And again, I would imagine Eddie Howe sees a lot more of these players in training than we do, and he takes it from what he sees during the week.
There you go. That's Amrit. Somebody compared him to Hunter Thompson, whoever Hunter Thompson is.
Gangster boy.
Hunter
Got the same glasses.
Was he a gangster?
No,
I don't know. He looks like a bit of a gangster there, doesn't he?
He was a pioneer.
Well, that's definitely not you then.
Oh, come on. American journalist and author, was a pioneer of new journalism along with Gay Talassi, Truman Capote.
He was an academic, man. That's not a good comparison. We wanted to laugh at you. Come on, man.
Yeah, did you see when we here earlier on in the ball?
Oh, did you see when we here?
You've got to see this one,
We got one.
Amrit's seen that a million times.
I've been at work. I'm catching up.
Come on, Chris. You've got to put that
we
one up.
We want to work on it. We're going to work on it. No worries, man. No worries. Yeah, and the improvement, I think we made an improvement overall. What is your ceiling for Newcastle? What is your guys' ceiling for Newcastle this season? What is acceptable? What is unacceptable?
European football.
Yeah, but that could be anything, man.
5th or 6th, given the disruptions that we've had and the fact that we're in every competition. If we go far in the Champions League and we get out of the first 8, we're going to face. We will be reinforcing in January.
That is win right there, man. What the heck, man?
But then if we stay in the Carabao Cup and we stay on the FA Cup, we're going to be playing all the time. The Premier League is going to get affected. So I think a decent season will be fifth or sixth. But if we're getting better than that, then bonus.
Mighty Mag, thank you for donating a membership, man. Appreciate it. It's going to Terry Thomas. Terry wasn't a member, man. Come on now.
Terry Thomas, there's a name to conjure with.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't he a fisherman, Terry Thomas?
Well, he might have been. That's not the Terry Thomas I know.
Thank you,
Terry Thomas I know was a comedy British actor.
I think Ahmed's answered that question about where we'll finish. What about the rest of the panel win?
What about the rest of the panel win?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Champions League and knockout stages of the Champions League.
Gary?
Well,
as in qualify for the Champions League.
I think we need to look for a trophy.
You've got to go far in every competition that you go into. I mean, that is the situation that Newcastle, under the esteem of Eddie Howe now, because there's only one person. Thank you, Queenie. I'll let you do these guys.
Thank you, Queenie, for the 5 gifted memberships. A lovely, lovely lady. And it's going to JJ, my biggest nemesis on the channel. JJ, oh man, enjoy that one, JJ. Big up to you, Strasbourg Steve. Big up to Strasbourg Steve, because he's the one that gave me the dodgy source. And I tell you what, it is proper, man, this stream. Davey, welcome. You got a gifted membership, as well as Connor. Connor, you're not a member, man. Come on. Connor is victorious now, because against the Doctor and David, they ambushed him, and now he's back triumph again. Hydro Wilson is a member. Thank you. Gifted a member by Queenie.
Welcome, Hydro.
As well as Toon Army. She was a member before. What happened now? She's gifted a membership now. Please consider renewing your membership. All of you, please do that. And yeah, enjoy your membership and consider renewing at the end of the month. Please. All right. Thank you, Queenie, so much.
Thank you, Queenie. Yeah, so as I was saying, look at him here. I love to hate you. I don't hate you. I'm sure we'd have a great chat over drinks.
Oh, we will, but you have to pay for it, though.
I mean, you've got...
Of course. And that's what I take as Rodriguez.
Hey, man, what do you want me to say when people buy me pints, man? I can't deny that. Go on, Gary.
For me, like I said, you've got to go far. And Eddie's out before he's playing with lesser players. These are Eddie's choices now. These are Eddie's picks. So what you're expecting from him now, as a fan, you're expecting him to go far in all competitions. I've just set you 2 teams, potential teams that he could throw out in each game if he chooses to. There's a selection there. So, and again, you're looking at Eddie Howe's 4-3-3. He has choices now to go and combat each nemesis that's put in front of him regarding opposition. So for me, it's a case of Eddie Howe has to prove what type of coach he is. We've seen that he can improve players that he's been given, but can he improve a player that we know has the capability and the capacity to improve the squad in a tactic that is set out in Eddie's way? There's a big question mark over Eddie Howe now.
By the way, Eric Ten Hag has been sacked, so...
That doesn't surprise me. I'm going to say.
After 2 games in charge, and he got sacked.
Yeah, man, he was a Leverkusen.
Jesus.
So he's been proper sacked.
They're in turmoil before we face them in the Champions League.
That's a good point. That's a very.
Would everyone be happy if we got Conference League for next season?
Not Conference League.
No.
Europa
okay.
at least.
I'm surprised Wynn didn't say yeah.
We're moving backwards saying that we need to be Champions League next year. We're Champions League this year.
100%.
We're a club that wants to progress.
Yeah, of course.
Champions League this year.
100%.
We could well do really well, but given our turbulent start, we've already dropped points. Given the fact that we needed come on.
So, but then again, you see what I'm saying? If we criticize dropping points like that, it's an issue with Win and the Ultra Super Clappers. So, but if now we're just excusing that. Yeah, we dropped points, so that means we might not make it to
Drop
Champions
points
League. So it is.
because we didn't have a striker.
No.
No, but we can still make. We can still make the
Exactly.
Champions League
We need
places.
to. We can still make
We've
it.
got games.
We
don't worry.
can't justify and now say that it's okay now to be in Conference League simply because we dropped points
right.
because Isak left.
And whose fault is it when that we don't have a striker?
PIF.
Oh, God.
Eddie Howe.
It's not
Eddie
PIF.
Howe was in
Well, it's not
charge
Eddie.
of
No, I don't agree with that.
Regurgitate.
I don't
Winding
agree with
up
that.
all afternoon, haven't you?
I don't agree with that. I think Eddie Howe wanted to get a striker. It's about the inept people that couldn't deal with this whole
Eddie
situation.
Howe was the inept person. He was in
It
charge.
wasn't. It was Andy.
Yeah, but he's not the
Andy
one.
Howe.
It wasn't even Andy, man.
Yeah, it is Andy Howe. Yes, it
It's
was.
Andy. It's Andy Howe.
It's Andy.
If you get to sign Chow and all of that, then you get to be responsible when it goes bad. Let's take a listen to Geordies in Newcastle as they express their feelings about the Isak saga coming to an end.
I think the whole thing's been a disgrace. I think the way he's behaved is an absolute disgrace. But good riddance.
He was a good player, but like I say, no one likes him anymore in Newcastle. You can ask any Newcastle supporter, no one will like him.
And how will he be received at St James's Park when he comes back for Liverpool?
It'll be hostile, man. I'm telling you, it'll be hostile. He's not welcome back.
It's not a team player if you do stuff like that. Like going behind Newcastle's back, I think it was quite sly, to be honest. Because Newcastle's a community, I would say it's like a family.
Yeah.
It is a shame. He could have left the club as a legend. But that's not the way he's going to be remembered. I think the whole thing's been a disgrace.
Oh, there you go. Geordie's having to say proper Geordie's, unlike Win, eating frozen pasta. So, all right, then, Win, you actually are one of the main ones justifying Alexander Isak and his behavior, saying there's two sides of every story. When, it's clear and evident, man. Toon fans don't want him, man.
Clear and evident. He wasn't paid enough.
He wasn't paid enough.
It wasn't that.
What the hell?
He would have got what he wanted, right? He exactly what that first guy said.
We would not have had the situation we ended up in if he'd been given the contract that Amanda promised him.
We've argued this again and
That
again.
is absolutely BS, man. He
went
250,000.
You've asked me opinion. That's my opinion.
Well, okay, but you're wrong. So you know why? Because if it's about money, it is wrong. Because if it's about money, then
You have a different opinion.
No. But let me explain to you why you're wrong. Because if it's about money, okay, the twat that didn't give you the contract didn't fulfill the promise is gone, buddy. Now you're getting your money. Yes or no? No. Decline. It's not about money. He wanted to leave to Liverpool. Since the final, I'll tell you.
By then he did, because this has been going on for a year.
He went
You know
to
what? Win. That I can't even argue enough on this point. That lad has took the piss out of this club. He has let not only us down, he's let every single fan down.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care about him wanting to play for a bigger club. If he wants to play for a bigger club, then fine. But come out, put a statement out. I want to put a transfer request in. I want to play for a bigger club, but I love the fans here. He didn't do any of that. That lad has took the piss out of us 100%, and we should not respect him in one little point. And when the fans are on the sideline chanting against him and having a right go and using words that I wouldn't use on this channel, but using those words, we cannot have a go at them. They are 100% right.
Hey, I would be joining in with him.
100%.
So
yeah, that's true.
What's your problem?
What's up, man?
You're sitting there arguing with us, for fuck's sake.
But the point is, I'm not arguing with you.
No, but you did.
Isak's conduct has been abysmal.
No, hold on, wait.
The bottom line is whatever he thought.
But you wanted to keep him. But you wanted to keep him, and you said that he would be reintegrated, and he would be
the best outcome for Newcastle.
No, it wouldn't.
No,
but it probably
100% not. 100%. That lad has took the piss out of every single Newcastle United
fan. As long as he was fully committed, when he
came out never going to be.
But that wouldn't be, yeah.
He's took the piss out of every fan.
In that case, he wouldn't have been reintegrated, would he?
Well, he hasn't been. That's the best thing for him.
And he hasn't been, exactly. So, what the hell are we arguing about?
But
no matter how much money we offered him, he wanted to leave. Exactly.
You wanted to hear the fans coming out of the stadium the other day when we were out there. The amount of fans shouting about Isak, and then you've got the golden oldies that come out and say, "Well, it's up to him. If he wants to play for us again, he'll have to apologise and he'll get on the pitch, and it'll take a while.
He would have been dead.
If he bangs the goals in, if he bangs in 20 goals again, we'll forgive him, and all is forgiven. Like what happened with Rooney, like what happened with many other.
None of those players did what Isak has done. None.
They're down tools for a little bit, but they weren't not the entire summer. Like
he passed the point of no return.
Yeah,
our fans.
He did, and so did we. Said though, and we give him that. Listen, we've spent all summer talking about Isak. Last summer, we spent all summer talking about Mark Gay and how we offered them 70 million for Mark Gay. He's been sold today for 35 million to Liverpool. It just goes to show the players want to go somewhere. They want to go to Liverpool because they want to win things. But it's so difficult for us to keep a hold of our assets, and B, get the prime number one targets. It's just difficult. It's really, really difficult. Now, let's hope that when we've signed Nick the other day, and let's hope he becomes a star, but let's hope he's also has some loyalty towards Newcastle United, because that's what we want.
But once Bayern come in for him, he's gone.
You look at our fans with war flags when they had that thing up for Isak on that stadium. That should have had his bones rattling. It should have, as Gary says, lifted his frock. It should have been passionate in his heart. And he did not even mention that.
He wasn't even bothered. Man.
And he should not be respected by this club. The fact we've got rid of him now should be a good thing. And to be honest, paying 55 million over the odds for a 29-year-old, I'll sit and argue about it all the time, but I'd rather have him than the bloody Isak, 100%.
But to be honest with you, his trickery and his finishing and everything that he did on the pitch last season was sublime, because he fitted into Eddie Howe's system and the exact counter-attack system with Jacob Murphy and the telepathy they had between each other. Who knows what's going to happen at Liverpool? Will he fit into their system? Will he be good? Well, we don't know. I don't wish anyone ill. There's a lot of people wishing Isak ill. I'll put it this way: when I was talking to a few people at work today, that there's a few people that are just like, well, I hope he goes to Sweden and he's going to play and this, that, and the other. And it's horrible to say, but the guy's just been so incredibly selfish, hasn't he? Let's be honest. Let's not put anything behind it.
Well, he's become the third highest paid player at Liverpool now, behind Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk. Mo Salah's on 400k a week. Virgil van Dijk 350, and then Alexander Isak 250. So again, nowhere near, according to the rumours that we heard, because I think our top end was 200. That was put on the table for him. So the 250 that he's getting now at Liverpool, even like I say, even though we raised the bar, we certainly didn't raise it enough to match Liverpool.
But where's that come from?
We could have given him the 250 though.
I thought I had read 250 at one point.
I'd be amazed if he's not on 250. I'd be absolutely astounded if he's not on 250.
We could have given him the 250.
Yeah,
250 plus bonus.
As well.
He's on 250. That's what I've just said. He's on 250.
I'm saying there's respect as well. You look at Gary and Win on this channel. They could go off to another channel probably and get paid a little bit more. They wouldn't do it.
I'd like to get paid to start with, mate. Where we going here?
Sorry, but they'd get more than they get on here. Chris is a great boss and sort of keeps everything taken over. You have to appreciate what you've got where you are.
I gave the mighty winner life. If he betrays me, he knows better.
If Chris puts up a win, then any fucker should be able to put anybody else in my opinion.
It's very true. It's very true.
I gave the mighty win life. He was an old, decrepit fart laying around rotting in his couch. And now he's alive. He's got a streaming chair. He got a green screen. Look at that. Look at him. He looks alive again, man. I give him a purpose, and he
just
keeps
used to go
on
out and feed
diminishing my
You
talents.
just used to go out and feed pigeons there, Chris. Now you've got him a link again.
Exactly. Now he's starting to get some funny. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Never mind.
Hey,
Look.
PDK, I'm glad you're watching because I'm wearing the yellow tie that you said you know. I mean,
Oh, there's the yellow tie. Oh, there's the yellow tie right. Oh, there you go. You're right. That's exactly where you're going after this one. So let me tell you something. You better stay healthy. You better start smoking cigarettes. You better start smoking. This is a lot better than where you go.
Chris?
This is a lot better than when you're going after. So you better stop smoking cigarettes and stop eating those high cholesterol food. I told you. But we got Gary. Oh man, now we got the ultra.
Give me some help.
The ultra happy Kalaba is in the building. Gary Mon, are you there?
Hey Gary, I think you're muted.
No, he's got a Wi-Fi. He's got a Wi-Fi button in there. Yep. People making moves. Oh, Umar again. Umar. See if Umar hears us anyway. Umar, do you hear us?
Umar's gone.
No, Umar's gone. Gary Mon, do you hear us? You might want to restart, buddy. You got to restart to be able to come back on. And I would say... Who the hell is
Lee McFarlane, that's hilarious.
Chris. Overstating this for... If this is him looking alive. Oh, yeah, well.
You're naughty. You're so naughty.
Naughty, man.
Naughty.
Hey, man, my dodgy thing is acting up. Says the video cannot be played. What's going on here? Sky Sports.
Well, you got the dreaded circles of doom, have you?
Oh, man. No, I put Sky Sports again, and it says after a while, it says it cannot be played. I guess I got to watch England versus Wales in pool. But we still got actually, we got about 40 minutes or so, 48 minutes probably of the windows. We got all of that to get a deal done. I think Newcastle is done,
7 minutes and counting.
I think Newcastle is done, though. Do you guys agree?
Yeah,
it's done.
I think
That's
I didn't
a
expect
quick
it.
question. Who do you think of the bottom three's had the best the transfer window? Sorry, not the bottom three. The three that came up have had the best transfer window.
Oh, I think
Sunderland.
I think they'll struggle though through the AFCON.
Yeah.
I think they'll see over the Christmas period is going to be a problem for them. But they've had a good window.
I think Sunderland might stay up. I've got a feeling.
I hope they do. I hope they do.
Well, the Mackhams had to spend the money. I mean, if I think they saw this as like, that's it. We cannot ever go back down again, and they have spent like it's out of style. Well, that's gonna work. I think it might be enough. It might.
Yeah. Well, but it better work because they'll not have the same money to do it again.
It's been all over social today. They're on about expanding their stadium.
What about that, Gary? Can you hear us now?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, loud and clear.
I had me vape charger in the USB port. Anyway,
vape, man, it's like washing your feet with your socks on. Have a towel.
Well, I've done it all my life. I'm not going to change now.
What
anyway,
let me tell you something. You haven't been vaping all your life because that just came out this century.
Washing my feet with my socks on.
Oh, there you go.
Right. Anyway, Chris, I wasn't actually going to come back on, but I heard you talking about getting paid. So what's the crack?
Yeah, what's the crack?
Gary, exactly. I'll pay you 10 and I'm about to come on again.
Oh dear.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. But
Pokey doesn't like reason, Gary. You're all right.
Oh, hey.
Look,
I can handle it.
Critical thinking. Oh, there's Tiger's going there. We're gonna pause, get him out of there. Oh.
So I've noticed that you have gotten absolutely no further forward than when I left.
Hey, no, we're having a good discussion, man. We waiting. Listen.
Yeah, I've been listening to it all afternoon.
We're going round in circles a bit, but that's only because we're waiting for.
Frankfurt is now saying. Frankfurt saying Sacha Tabolier says the Frankfurt now confident in order to complete the Osula deal. Newcastle United agree on a €5 million loan fee with an option to buy for €20 million. So it's nowhere near the 30 that people were talking about.
There's no confirmation on any deal yet, is there?
No.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Wissa going on national duty?
Yep.
That means he's going to be training and match fit over the next 2 weeks.
Well, I mean,
there is that.
So, therefore, when he comes back, he's going to be a lot sharper than he is now, isn't he? Because he's going to have team training and he's going to have played a couple of games. So that's a good thing. And Valdemada is going to be fit and match fit. So therefore, we're going to have 2 strikers that we can drop straight into the team, Chris, for the next. It's against Wolves, isn't it, the next game?
Yeah.
Right, so therefore, then I think either one, just pick a one, really, see who's the fittest and who's feeling up for it most, and just chuck them in there and see how they do. Wouldn't you agree?
Gary, who would you start out the 2 of them?
I think I would start.
Both of them.
Do you know that? Well, that's a possibility, but I think he may bring them both on, one for, see maybe he's Wissa on for an hour and then Valdemada on for the last half an hour.
So start with neither of them.
So here's an interesting lineup that this Jord has put up on X that could possibly the best possible lineup that we can have with the players that we got, which would be Ramsdale at goal. You got Thiaw and Byrne center backs, Hall on the left, Livramento on the right, Bruno Tonali in midfield. It would be a 4-2-3-1. I love this is my favorite lineup ever. And Wissa is a 10-ish there, striker 10. And then you got Ilanga on the right and Ramsey on the left. But this is not having Gordon, so I think if Gordon is available, he would be Gordon, I would assume. But this guy is talking about Wolves, so obviously Gordon wouldn't be able to play. But so he puts Ramsey on the left and then Waldemar up front. I'm liking the way this looks.
And I'm liking it as well.
But all of us here say because Eddie will never change the lineup.
That's exactly what I said.
Put it this way, right? Look at them 2 up front, Wissa and Valdemada. It looks a damn sight better than I forgot his name.
Come on, we've only just lost him.
Dula.
No. Gordon, aye. It looks a damn sight healthier than putting Gordon there, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Indeed.
That kind of like.
Lads,
I'd probably throw Wissa and Valdemada the other way around, though.
That looks like that. No, that looks
Gary,
like
I don't think
real
so.
business side up front.
If I seen a team coming out against us like that, I'd be worried. I think that's
because I think that's going to be Wissa and Waldemar could just be free to play however they see fit. But I think that is a scary side. People would underestimate it, but I think
Wissa definitely higher up because if you look at it, can you remember when we did his shot map and things? He's all inside well inside the box, whereas Voldemort...
But he runs late, though, doesn't he? I mean, I understand the setup of it because he does make his runs quite late in behind the lines, so I understand that. And he likes to pick up those second balls off deflections, which is where a lot of his goals come from.
I said earlier, we're in for a good season, and you've just turned around, and said, if I saw that team against me, I'd be worried. And I tell you, we're gonna give some teams a right tonking this season.
I would agree.
And I can see we're getting Champions League again. If it's I don't know, is it going to be 5 places again?
Yes.
Should be.
Right, well, I can see us finishing top 5. I mean, look at the midfield. Look at who we've got. You know, as long as Tonali stays fit, I think we've got a chance to do anything.
Gaza, mate, what's your expectations on in the league and the Champions League? Where do you expect we'll get in both?
I think we'll do well in the Champions League. I think we'll exceed our own expectations. And
so, what are our expectations? Just in the league,
this new system now that it's got, right, playing for the either for the 9th to 24th place and stuff. I can see us teams like we've got like PSV and that. I can see us wiping the floor with teams like that. To be honest with you, so I think we're going to be a lot stronger side than most teams would give us credit for. I think a few teams in the Champions League are going to shit their pants when they come up against us.
Newcastle United news, 30 minutes ago, Ben Jacobs understands that Trevor Sanusi will join Lorient on a season-long loan from Newcastle. Deal just completed. So Trevor Sanusi going away to Lorient.
I think that is, again, very, very advantageous for us going forward because it gives him the experience. He's never going to get any game time apart from the under-21s, which, to be fair, doesn't really give the lad a challenge. So I think that in itself, again, we talk about, you know, our youngsters now starting to get motivated to get improvements, to try and force their way into the team. And if they aren't capable of doing it, at least being out there in the shop window where we can get coin back. And I think that is something that a lot of the bigger teams around us have exploited in the past, and it's certainly something that we should look at in the future.
Is it Lorient or Leyton Orient?
Lorient in France.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, not Leyton Orient.
I stand to be corrected here, Gary, but is that a deal that could have been done after the window? Is it a...
loan deals can still be done after the window.
Yeah.
But again, I think for the player, and again, it comes at the right time because it's the international break. It allows him just to go and get himself sorted, residential and stuff like that without pressure or anything else. So I think this is the ideal opportunity for the lads.
100%, but I just wanted to confirm that I was right.
Yeah. I tell you, that's a scary side, you know, what you're looking at there in that picture.
Well, as daft as it looks, you know, even if we were to go to a 4-3-3, I sent Chris the two sides that potentially, if you were to go and throw out there against the opposition, if you want to give some of the big names a rest as well, you can swap it up completely. There's two equal sides there that could compete at certain levels of competition.
Now the wingers, Gary, have got somebody to link up with, you know, and feed off, you know, like Voldemort and Wissa dropping deep and putting them through the ball through the defence and using the pace. I tell you, defences aren't going to like playing against them.
Yeah. Gio Toon's there saying about what about Park, and I think that's the reasons why the likes of Travan Sanusi has gone out, is because of how Park has lit up a little bit since his involvement in pre-season games. And I think Eddie Howe has seen that, and the opportunity to bring him in at a later stage, I think he's there to be seen. And I think, again, for shirt sales, that's brilliant. But I like the fact that if you were to throw Wolfie in the 10, because like I say, the what I like about Voltemada is the fact that he can play that deeper role. He's a little bit stronger than Wissa. So any bodies, he loves to go on the half turn as well, Voltemada. The link-up play that you would get with the likes of Bruno coming into their pockets of space in front of him, it's that give and goes, and you've got the speed then of Wissa and Elanga to start running in on the angles. And I think for me, swapping them two around not only gives you a target man sitting in the 10 slot, it gives you somebody that's not going to be bounced around easy as well. So again, good with his feet, good in the air, strong. I think for me that would have been the go forward. But it's a damn good looking side.
Well, yeah, and he's got, the thing is, I mean, you've got the two white players plus both Bruno and Tonali love bombing through. You know, so this.
Dr. James, love it.
And we've got a bit of pace at the back with Tio in there.
I like what Dr. James says. He's like medical failed. Doctors have said they couldn't find a spine.
As far as I'm concerned, we've had a good window.
Oh, it's great.
I think we had a good window. Yeah, I think we had overall.
The 1 weak spot in that team for me is Burn. It should be Botman. I don't think Burn should be at the back.
Now
the win here.
He's ready for it, man. He is ready for it. Connor says Travis Hearns
I think that heat behind him is making Win redder, or is it Pokey's comments? I don't know, one of the two.
Connor saying, I don't know where did he get it from, but he says Travis Hearns has completed a season loan to Eredivisie side Groningen.
Yeah, it's true as well.
So there you go, mate. Now we're loaning players out.
It's looking good.
What about Park? Does he play a role?
That's what I just said. I think the idea is of getting these lads out is to give these young uns that have come in a chance. I think the likes of I like Travis.
Studio to get you, Bogey.
I think that there's a potential move forward for the likes of Park, but again, I just think he needs a little bit more, polishing. It's understanding the language as well. The lads around him, when he was trying to communicate, it was a bit difficult. And there was I love that picture. I absolutely love that.
There you go.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Dude, that's crazy though, man. That is crazy. Is that Peter Crouch and?
Yeah. I can't remember who was with him in his Portsmouth days.
Is that Peter Crouch?
Well, no, it's a mock-up of Voldemort.
Well, no, the body is Peter Crouch, but the face is not. And I don't know about the other one, man. That looks kind of like it's not fake, but it does look like Wissa, though.
Probably Matt Ritchie.
It does look like Wissa.
Dan Burn, isn't it?
No, bro. But,
what is Wissa's height, actually? Because when they celebrate, it could be comical.
Ooh, mercy, Mr. Andrew Barnwick, lovely.
Thank you so much, mate.
Thank you very much indeed, man. Appreciate that kind support. Thank you for all the hard work, keeping us entertained all day. Good job, lads. Thank you very much, Andrew Barnwick. Thank you.
Andrew.
Win writing it down because he wants his cut. No doubt about it. Thank you very much, Andrew. Appreciate you, buddy.
To stoke that fire, mate.
Thank you very much indeed. You got to pay them. You got to pay the Korean lasses. They don't get paid. They don't pay themselves. There you go. Thank you, Andrew, man. Appreciate you, son.
That's Club Monday, Tuesday, isn't it?
I know, man. I know. I don't know.
Get me 14 pints in the club, that man.
I don't know as far as expectations for Newcastle. I think that it has to be Champions League again, and it has to be. Because we didn't get around to everybody answer the question, I think, or I didn't at least, because I think we should be fighting for a cup. I think it needs to be another Carabao or another FA Cup. We should be, we should have that as everybody plays to compete and plays to win, but we should make it, in my opinion, an objective to try really hard to win a cup. I think
Chris,
that would.
Do you think it's fair, though, right? I don't know.
Oh, here we go with the fair.
But do you think it's fair to make demands?
No, who's making demands, man? It just
because you're putting it like we've got the and you said it earlier. Anything is like if we're not moving forward, we're not getting Champions League. It's failure, right? But I don't listen. We're not the biggest club in the world. We're doing great for what we're up against.
Well, let me tell you something.
And we can, we do the best we can, right? Yeah. So therefore, if we get into the Champions League, then that is great. But to actually have it as even at the beginning of the season, almost like as a guillotine over the flipping team's head.
Well, why? First of all, why does it have to be? If you set up an objective and you fail, why does it have to be the end of the world for you? Like it's something that you don't want to go there because
it's not.
Well, exactly. So it's just an objective. If you fail to do it, you fail to do it. Plain and simple. But why is it? Why is it?
I'll put it another way for you then, Chris. You're saying a cup should be like the main objective.
Yeah.
So would you prioritize winning a cup over positions in the league or Champions League, whatever?
No, not at all. But I many of those times where you have to put a team C for the Carabao Cup or for the whatever. I think we should put our strongest side and prioritize a cup. I think another cup win.
So you are saying prioritize the cup.
No. Well, I chose that word, but no, I wouldn't put a team C for the Champions League. No, I wouldn't. It's a clear and obvious thing.
Look, we're doing well.
And you wouldn't want to win a cup and not finish higher in the league.
We're doing well. We've strengthened, right? Just enjoy the ride. See how we do this season. We've got the Champions League to look forward to. We've got the cup competitions to look forward to. Some games are going to be good. Some games are going to be bad. That's the way it goes. But instead of
but you
don't do this, it's failure. And what everybody
you're scared. I don't know why you and Win are scared of the word fail, because people fail in life. So it's a normal thing. People fail, people win. It's normal in life. You're living in a world where you want everybody to succeed, and you want everybody to just a prize. Everybody gets a prize.
Don't just say how the team get on. We've got a great team there. We've got a good squad.
Okay, well, listen.
Looking for the portion blame the minute something goes wrong.
It's your prerogative. It's your prerogative to say, I'm just going to sit here and watch and see where the wind takes us. But my opinion is that we should set objectives for the team. That's me. You want to ride with the wind. I don't.
They have, because they want to win everything. They want to win every game, but they're not going to.
Gary, we've got a really good team, and I completely agree with you. Where do you think we should finish this season?
See, I can be pragmatic, or I can be.
No, just be honest. Just talk from your heart, mate. That's all we're doing here.
I'll be a bit disappointed if we don't finish in the top 5.
So there you go. We agree on that. So
I think we're good enough. A good enough team to finish in the top 5.
And do you think we can win a cup?
Well, I think we can win both of them. I actually think we're capable of achieving anything we put our minds to be honest. All right, within reason. The Champions League, you might say, well, that might be a bit beyond, but I can certainly see we're progressing in that past where we did the last time. And we're a better team, we're a better squad, better experienced players, and I think we should be really, really positive about going ahead, supporting the team.
Okay, then. So
get out there and do it, And I've noticed that in the last few hours, right, Isak's name's being mentioned less and less, and the conversation is becoming more and more positive as the time ticks on. Have you noticed that?
Until they start bringing it up again.
Sorry, I did, but I just wasn't. I did it just to make a point. You see,
I'm not about you, Gary. I'm on about the bedwetters.
Okay, here we go again.
So
just ask you a quick
one
question.
mention. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
What's failure for Newcastle? So,
there's none.
What failure is it for Newcastle this season?
I don't think there is failure, because
if we get relegated, it's not failure.
I think that's failure.
I think failure's it's an ugly word.
Well, it's life, Gary. It's life, man. You have not won at everything in your life. You have failed before. So have I. So have anybody. So why is it something that we want to take out? Like, why do we have to protect these players, man? Like they are some fragile damsels in distress. I don't understand that.
Failure. I never meant. For me, there is no failure. We'll do the best we can. If it's not what's required, I don't see that as failure. It just wasn't enough. It's as simple as that.
I think, listen, I appreciate that you're at a stage in your life, like Mighty Win, where you just are, feeding the doves in the center, in the town center, everywhere, pigeons. There's everywhere, I guess, in Newcastle. And that's the stage in your life. You're not bothered. You just listen. It is what it is. This is the best you've ever had it. I don't know. Back in the 50s, 60s, I don't know if you were alive, but that was something, certainly a time to be alive, wasn't it? So, but I think that's the case, and that's fine, mate. Listen, life hits you in different ways, and you have chosen to just sail with the wind, and nothing wrong with that, buddy.
No, just choosing not to be hypercritical.
It's experience.
You're being hyper positive of something that's not that hasn't happened.
Being positive.
No, it's realistic.
And
realistic.
Realistic. That's what
Really? You think that we can compete for every cup? That's realistic. Come on. Man.
So, Gaza, would you never ever have sacked Bruce?
You don't think we couldn't win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup again?
I think so, yeah. But I don't think we can win both.
Gary, would you never ever have sacked Bruce? Would whatever he did would have been good enough?
I'll tell you what he impressed me when he was my Birmingham manager, and after that, I just think, and Wigan, he did a good job there, and then after that, he was just absolutely clueless, wasn't he?
But I'm saying you would never have sacked him at Newcastle for any of the.
Of course, I would. I wouldn't have appointed him in the first place, along with a few other managers as well. I mean, Dalglish, what a disaster that was. And then he turns round and says to Ian Rush and John Barnes, "Hey lads, get yourself away here. They're chucking £1 million away." It's like, and that's how. I mean, those are dog days, aren't they? So I look at now what we've got now, and I even look just at.
And there you're talking about managers having favourite players.
And only 4 or 5 years ago, look at where we were. And to be actually, being critical of this team we've got now, Jesus, how much would you have given for this team now 5 years ago?
Gary, can I just say to you, never ever change your point of view. It's absolutely brilliant.
Refreshing.
You're such a refreshing and sort of upbeat person.
But it's true.
Listen, man, I guarantee you.
I want to listen to you. I would quite happily sit in a club all night,
no doubt,
black pudding and cheese, and listening to you, mate. You're such an upbeat bloke, and it's brilliant.
Yeah, man. No, yeah.
Well, how come you didn't enjoy listening to me then?
Well, because when you do this after listening to Gary, and you snap back into reality, life continues, and people fail, and people keep living, and you fail again, and you get up. And you achieve your objectives or not, and you get up and you do better again, because that is life. Because you always lose, you always win.
But Gary truly believes in what he's saying, and that's an amazing thing.
I agree with you. It is amazing, Eboki. It is amazing.
Too many people, right, have to be either right or wrong and prove people right or wrong.
100%,
I'm not like that. I'm not like that, right? I just look at the reality of it, right? And if you look at the realism, it's not, and that's why I don't say we should have these expectations and put all that pressure on the team. The team will do the best it damn well can. You know that, I know that. Eddie Howe knows that. All the fans know that, right? Whether it's good enough to maybe win prizes at the end of the season remains to be seen. But as long as they give it their best shot, that's all you can ask, isn't it?
We don't demand a team that wins, but we do demand a team that tries.
Exactly, and you can't knock them if it's not good enough. Personally, this team, I'm excited about this team. To be honest,
I am though. I think we're all excited about that. We want to see them all play. I think we're very excited about that one.
But I think, and I'm not going to go looking for blame like other people do, and I hope other people listening to this pick up on this, right? It ain't about if something goes wrong, blaming this or that person or that decision, blah, blah, blah, right? That's just negative, and it serves no purpose and does no good. Achieves absolutely nothing. What you do is the people who are in control, i.e. Eddie and the team, the backroom staff, the players, right? They learn from it and they move on and improve. and that's the way it works, right? Us bellyache and criticising players and all that type of thing. It's so negative. It's it's not even supporting the team, is it? Really, when you think about it.
No, let's see. Now you're going far, now, man. Now you're going far.
But it's not.
People,
Just
but yeah, you are,
criticise.
because people that can criticize, they're not supporting the team. No, that's not right. That's not right. And if it just takes me to call that out, I'll do it. I don't care. So listen, you're a lovely bloke, but I'm not just
You
going to
can
sit here and agree
question.
with you no matter what.
Don't criticise. You can question, but don't criticise. Because
Says
some of
who?
it is done with vehemence.
You shouldn't have criticized Mike Ashley then. You should have just said, "Hey, it is what it is. We'll wait when he leaves, decides to leave the club. We'll just sit here and wait." But
Plus, Gary, if you come on a channel like this and say don't criticise anything or don't argue, it makes it a bloody boring channel. The fact that I disagree with you a little bit, you disagree with me, you disagree with Gary, you disagree with Chris. It makes the channel itself.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian Quinn. Thank you, Brian Quinn, for the super chat there. It says thanks for your effort today, lads. Thank you very much, Brian. Appreciate it.
I just don't like that negativity, Bogey, because I just don't think it does any good, really.
So, well, listen, we don't make up the negativity, or maybe we do.
You do,
or maybe we do. But I wonder this though. Hold on, though. I wonder.
Words in me mouth. I didn't accuse you.
I never say you did. I never say you did.
No, I don't.
I never see that again. I never say you did. Don't wordsmith with me, Mr. Gary, because we can go rounds and rounds and rounds. Listen, it's not. What about the vast majority of journalists that cover Newcastle United, fans that are on social media, fans that come on the group chats? The vast majority, say 80%, 75%, I'll give you that, are criticize the team. Why? And the window and the way we have gone about signing. Why? Because they're all bedwetters and they're plastic fans. And
99% are 100% behind Eddie Howe. You name me a journal.
Listen, I'm behind Eddie Howe, so I don't know who you're arguing with. Liam Kennedy here. We're part of. Hold on. We gotta. Go on.
Right. A lot of it is to do with somebody has an opinion and they want to impose it onto other people, right? And they want to be proven to be right. And opinion, right, is subjective. So there is no right opinion and there is no wrong opinion. It's a subjective matter. So therefore, it's nonsensical to start with. But a lot of people in the media will put opinions out there, right, and argue that they're right. But the thing is, where it goes wrong is when they're just arguing to be right, rather than, you almost lose track of the subject matter. It's just people arguing just for the sake of being right. And that's, I kind of I don't care much for that, to be honest.
Okay. So Liam Kennedy, journalist, part of the Geordie Journos, I think Mighty Win worships him as well. So he's coming out and says on this statement, long statement, NUFC lose, Isak and Liverpool win. Simple as that. Newcastle had little choice in reality, but to do a deal as it became an unattainable situation, a bad smell that would have lingered all season. The money is good. It's a trade-off, not game-changing due to the sell-on percentage and other factors, but good timing. But good, the timing is poor. While choice was forced from them in selling, they definitely do have a choice about signing a striker today, and that has to be non-negotiable. Obviously, we signed Wissa. Is that so? But the feeling out there, and again, it might be that that these are plastic fans that they have never, they don't really care about Newcastle as you would put it, because it seems like Gary Mon and Mighty Win are the proper fans here. So, but the vast majority that you read about says NUFC lose, Isak and Liverpool win. So I want to know why, because if we're wrong to feel that way, it should be the majority thinks we're wrong.
That's the point. That's the point I was just making.
So you think that you think the vast majority of fans want to just be right and win?
I think it's just it displays the point I was making about people coming on with crass comments and just that is actually only meant to hurt that comment, right? And it's not even a debatable, or it's not a point of debate or a discussion. It's just somebody trying to put it onto somebody else to make them feel belittled or less and that type of thing, right? If
What did we say
Liverpool
this
didn't
afternoon,
win.
Gary?
Sorry?
What did we say this afternoon? Pride is a wasted emotion.
Well, it's exactly that, but also we haven't lost because we've got double what we paid for a player that at the end of the day we had to get rid of. The reasons why now are absolutely immaterial. It's not a case of shame or anything like that. It happened. We move on. We've took a great step in putting it right and righting the ship, and we've got a new chapter now to look forward to. Isak can do what the friggin' hell he wants, right? And I said earlier,
And I find a problem with that.
I don't think that's going to work out too happy. Isak
Yeah, but I am concerned about that Isak knew he can do whatever he wanted. He did it, and he got away with it. And now anybody can do the same. And it's a shame, but that is now the precedent, and including Wissa as well. Wissa, and we're going to sign him. So he puts up Instagram comments, he unfollows the team, blah, blah, blah. And that's what happens. You get rewarded for bad behavior.
Do you think,
and it's unfortunate.
But do you think, though, take it away from us, right, and any other team, isn't it now, if Isak hadn't have done it, wouldn't it just another player would have done it somewhere else? It was something that was inevitable and it was going to happen sooner or later. It's happened to us, and because Sky have been trying to get him signed up to Liverpool for the last 6 months, that's what's pushed it. But did you know as well, I've only just found this out, his agent, I think he got 3 payments from the deal that he did with us. And the 3 payments, the third payment had been made, so it was expired, so there was no more income coming in of Isak, right? And I remember I came on and I said it was all about raising the profile of his agency. Remember that chat we had?
Yeah.
And this is interesting that now he's pushing for the big payday of getting Isak to Liverpool, because he's going to be in for another bumper payment, personal payment, retire multi-millionaire. But this basically, I'm still convinced this is all being driven by his agent. I know the club slipped up with the keeping them happy, the contract wise and all that type of thing, but the agent has used that as a big lever for the.
Well, I mean, the main person was Isak. So Isak is the one that drove this, and he's the one that wanted to do this.
But I think his agent said, "Don't worry, I'll get you to Liverpool. Come hell or high water, stick with me, blah blah blah." And he's done it, but I don't see it as they've won. I don't think they've won, because I think we've won at the fact we've got twice the money we paid for him. We've got rid of a bad smell. Let him get on with what he's doing and go and behave like that in somebody else's house and not ours. And we've got 2 smashing players in that are going to flip and set the season alight for me, So I don't see where we've lost and they've won. They've got a problem that I wish they didn't have in a few months' time.
Gary, a quick question there on that. What happens next season if Toon Army wants to move away? And he does exactly the same. Do we win then?
I don't know, because how long has he got left on his contract?
Tonali, 5 years.
5 years. 4 years it'll be next year.
Right. Well, Tonali will go
so do we win?
You know that Tonali feels beholden to Newcastle, the club and the fans, and he's playing out of his skin week in, week out to repay back the debt he feels he owes to the Newcastle fans. So he's not going to do the dirty on us. But if
But I think we would have said the same as that with Isak at the start of this season.
His beloved
the question I'm asking is basically what happens if he does?
Well, then we have to sit and talk to him about it.
In this situation,
well, it's a bit like COVID. What we don't do is do what we've done this time.
The thing is,
if there's another COVID, we will not go into lockdown the way we did the last time. And if somebody starts acting themselves up the way Isak did, get shot.
What's going to happen
there and then?
What's going to happen, though, Win?
No, hold on. Well, what's going to happen? Let's not do Tonali because I don't think he'll ever do it. But Gordon, he gives me suspicions that he might
a better
do it.
example, Chris.
So Gordon, he doesn't have to tell you before the window starts. What if he waits until the window's open and he says, "I want to explore my options, and I'm not traveling, and I'm not playing, and I'm not training"? What are you going to do? What's going to happen?
You put him up for sale.
Okay, so he said what's for sale.
Say who comes in for.
We
would have got more than 125 million off Arsenal if Isak had been for sale at the start of the window. Arsenal would have paid 150 million.
Why? If Arsenal wanted him, why didn't they just come for him? You don't have to. He doesn't have to put a for sale sign with him.
They were told he wasn't available at any price. So they went and got Gyökeres instead.
The fact is, Isak wanted to go to Liverpool as well.
Oh, over Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to over Arsenal.
It was the only team in for him, so it's clear.
Yeah.
So of course he's going to go to Liverpool, but no other team was in for him.
But then again, that makes us look like numpties because there were that teams that were for him.
Exactly.
Arsenal would have been in for him, and we haven't opened that option up.
The thing is, we're not numpties, we're just a club, right, that do not have the resources of the clubs that can do
resources, Gary. What resources do you need, man?
Well, we can't.
The extra 25 million we could have got from Isak would have been a good resource we could have
had. Resources of being able to pay Isak 300 grand a week, Chris would have been.
He didn't want money, man. That's not the issue with him. He wanted to leave.
Nonsense.
No, but you're asking what resources. If we had the financial resources that the other clubs have got.
Okay, Liverpool is paying him 250. If we give him 250, you think he'll stay?
No, I don't think he would have because he'd made his mind up.
He wouldn't have. He wanted to leave. It's not about money, man.
Okay, yes, but I'm answering your question about resources. Right, and we've got limited resources compared to about 6 of the clubs above us in the league. So if we had their resources, you'd find that we wouldn't face the challenges that we're facing or what we faced this window. All right, if one person was going to leave come hell or high water, but if it was going to be, say, you mentioned Anthony Gordon, if he did the same because he wanted to go and play for somebody, right, or he wasn't happy because he wasn't getting enough wages. You don't know because at the end of the day, if a player decides he's not going to play anymore, he's not, he's going to train on his own, he's finished, blah blah blah. What can you do?
All right.
What can you do?
We got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left of the window, ladies and gentlemen. And once the window closes, it is done. Nothing else can be done.
Hoyland joins Napoli on loan.
Yeah, Hoyland goes to Napoli.
Asensio.
Asensio going to
Fenerbahce.
Fenerbahce, yeah.
£88 million. £8 million.
8.
I've just got some breaking news. Wayne is seriously meant to be going across to the Magpie channel.
Oh man, he ain't gonna get paid enough. But
he's not going to talk anymore on this channel.
Yeah. I'm throwing me toys out the pram. I'm down in tools.
Yeah,
that's right.
He will be. He will anymore. Hey, come on, chat, get going. Give me the chant. Give me the chant. Hey, our chatters right now, they will create a chant against you when you come around. You'll hear them. You will hear that. What was that song against Isak over the weekend? Make it about you. What was the song? Ole ole something.
You can't, because I've only got one syllable.
Win. You gotta say win, man. Win.
I think we might have to go Derek.
Oh, win. You can put away. Oh, win. Away, away, away. Away. Away.
You're knackered. You're knackered. Come on, man.
Well, if we're coming to the end of this, are you finishing like when the window?
Yeah, listen. I think we might because it's pointless to keep going.
It's boring.
All I will leave you with then is like really from the way the day started to where we are now is get positive about the season coming because it's going to be a good season, and I hope all the people that are listening can see that as well. Is forget the negativity, what's happened and everything like that. Look, we've got a damn good season to look forward to. Champions League,
prove that
cup competitions. We've got, two new strikers. Jeez, it's going to be great.
Exactly.
Let me just give you a couple of bookies that are giving us odds now. So Newcastle are 7-4 odds on to finish in the top 4. That's a 36% chance, making them 5th favourite for the Champions League qualification. 11-20 odds on finishing top 6, 65%. And then I asked about the Carabao Cup, when 9-1, 5th favourite behind Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, and Chelsea. And for the FA Cup, the analysts suggest that Newcastle have a 50-50 shot reaching the final, depending on the draw and squad rotation. It doesn't look as though we are, according to a lot of people,
pretty good to me.
It looks good. It looks good. And then to top that up, I've also been looking at stats between Alexander Isak and Yohan Wissa, and I'm sure you've probably already alluded to this, but they're not that dissimilar. They're very, very closely knitted. 21 goals, 19 goals. Total goals in all competition, 24-20. Assists, 6 and 4. And then you've got the different type of player that he is.
Non-penalty goals. Wissa the most this season.
Yeah, and
them two are going to bang hatfuls in for this season. I'm telling you.
I think he will. Looking at this, it's gonna be great. And it's funny that I'm looking at this AI tool saying that Alexander Isak is prone to muscle injuries, whereas Yohan Wissa is generally durable. So I'm excited. I don't know. I really
no doubt. Of course. I think. As far as that's concerned, I guess we got something to look for.
I think at this point now, transfer window's closed. Nothing we can do. We all just have to throw all the weight behind Eddie, the lads, and say,
no doubt,
100%, we want them to succeed.
1 minute 30 seconds to go. Newcastle sign.
Honestly, Bogey, I'm genuinely excited. I'm more excited about this season now than I was last.
Yeah.
Me too.
Good, Gary.
I mean, we didn't do very well in the last few transfer windows, and this has been a refreshing change.
Well, it's better. It's definitely new faces. That's good.
Much better.
And Alanga, I tell you, Alanga will come good once he gets settled in and he knows what he's doing, and he's got centre forwards there to link up with and stuff like that. Alanga's going to light it up.
I agree with that as well.
Totally. It's exciting.
And if he drops off the pace, we'll have Murphy to step in and do it for him.
Exactly.
30 seconds.
We're strong. We're strong. And especially, going... if I was a defence, I wouldn't be looking forward to playing Newcastle United. I don't think any team in the Premiership does. Because they're just your worst nightmare, aren't they?
Thank you, Mighty Mag, for being a member for 18 months. 18 months. Excellent show to all the hosts. Thank you very much, man. And actually, it's been just pretty much us. Bogey, Win, and Gary for the most part. And obviously, the other Gary come on earlier. Tiger, Corey, good lad in the beginning. Bravo. Ben. Had a few coming through, certainly. Thank all of you for joining us, for taking care of us. And really, we got 50 seconds to go. So thank you. A lot of people super chatted earlier in the other show. I'm glad I made this backup show, boy, because if not, we would have been knackered. But thank you. A special thanks to the super chatters from this show here. Sam, thank you, Joe Linton. Thank you, Andrew Barnwick. Thank you, Darren Mills. Thank you, Matty Gorman. Thank you, Irish Assassin. Thank you, Mercury Dime. And thank you, Andrew no, who was this? Harry P. with a 20-pound super chat. Thank you, Mighty Mag, for gifting a membership. It went to Terry Thomas. Thank you to Queenie for gifting 5 memberships as well. They going to Connor. They're going to JJ, Davey, Hydra Wilson, and Toon Army. Thank you to Andrew Barnwick for 50 pounds, man. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. Brian Quinn, last but not least. And also special thanks to the ones that super chatted on the other one. I hope I can come up with the name. No, I can't. I was trying to look for the names, but we made some super chats on that one.
Ian Mercury Time was in.
I'm trying to think who super chatted on the other one. I can't see it, but I'm sure Irish Assassin, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you to all of you. Appreciate you very much, all of you, for supporting a lot. And so, all of you, really, the window is finally closed, ladies and gentlemen.
It is closed.
It is closed. We might find out a few things here and there, but as far as Newcastle United is concerned, I highly doubt that anything will happen. We got our strikers, we got our midfielders, we got our center backs.
We're good to go.
We got our goalie.
They got a goalie. Now the manager has to find a private investigator to find his bollocks. Once he finds them, he needs to use them and put the proper players in when we need them. And that's just the bottom line, Mr. Gary Mon. We're not going to wait until after Christmas to see our signings, hopefully.
No.
So,
and
anyway.
Chris, we need to have a proper show to discuss this transfer window. And
we will. Are we winners or losers? We're going to have that show probably tomorrow, quite honestly. So we'll see, depending on the situation. But anyways, listen, had a great show. Oh, thank you, all of you, for supporting the channel. It means a lot. It means the world to us. So thank you very much indeed. Of course, Gary. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Take care, mate. Take care. And anyways.
Help.
Oh, did Osula go out on loan? Was that even finalized?
Well, no. Well, again, it's on loan, so there's plenty of time for the deal.
There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Anyway, then. Well, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you very much.
Tell you what, though, we didn't mention, I don't think, that Osula has actually been called up for the first team squad for Denmark's upcoming internationals against Scotland and Greece. He's been called up for the first team from the under-21s.
According to this, the deal's done, and it's a 4.3 million loan fee, 17.3 million buy option, potential total value of 21.6 million.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is 25 million euro.
Lovely.
We'll have a buyback clause as well in case he lights it apart.
Yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, we'll be back again tomorrow, folks. Stay tuned, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you, all of you. Bye-bye. Take care.
How are the lads?
Lassies and